Chat Group, Gods of Destruction, Have No Taboos, Chapter 1 Bai Ye, Gods of Destruction. 762 AE. Dragon Ball World, the 7th Universe. On a planet. Two strange-looking monsters are fighting. They are called monsters because they look nothing like humans. They are two alien creatures. One has sharp horns on its head, a strong body, and muscles like rocks. The other is more than 5 meters tall, and its red skin gives people a great sense of oppression, like a red beast. Swish. Swish. Bang. The terrible air waves are set off with the battle between the two monsters, and the huge explosions are deafening. The figures of the two monsters are constantly colliding in the air. Their speed is so terrifying that even their figures have turned into afterimages. If you watch with the naked eye, you can only hear the violent collision sound from the air, and you can't see people at all. Bang. The monster with horns on its head was beaten up, and it roared angrily. Then, a red death light wave shot out from its mouth and blasted towards the tall monster with red skin. The red-skinned monster was not to be outdone and also opened its mouth to spurt out a terrible light wave. Boom. Boom boom boom. As the two terrifying light waves exploded together, the ground within a radius of thousands of miles collapsed, and all the surrounding mountains were blasted into rubble. Bang bang bang. As the dazzling light faded, the two monsters soon fought again. It's boring. In the sky not far away, in a transparent colorful square light shield, a black-haired young man crossed his chest with his hands and watched the battle between the two monsters with indifferent eyes. The young man had a slender figure, an extremely handsome face, and a face as distinct as a sculpture. Such a face that seemed to be made by the creator himself would make any woman crazy about it. His eyes were black and red, and the whole person exuded a lazy and indifferent atmosphere. Next to the young man was a man with white light blue skin and wearing angel clothes. Angel was watching the battle in front of him quietly, just like him. However, unlike the indifference of the black-haired young man, he was smiling. His manners were very elegant, as if nothing could make him angry. It's really boring. The young man said lightly, his dark red eyes were full of indifference and disdain, as if he was very dissatisfied with the battle in front of him. This level of battle is too boring, just like two bugs fighting, it can't interest me at all. The young man said indifferently. Oh, Lord Bai Ye, isn't this quite interesting? Angel, also known as Whis, smiled elegantly. They are all strong men with a combat power of 200,000, Lord Bai Ye, such strong men are rare in our 7th universe. Bai Ye looked at Angel next to him. Whis, don't call me for this kind of fun next time. It's more fun to destroy the planet than to watch two bugs playing house. This level of battle, perhaps for mortals and muggles, is like destroying the world, and even half of the planet will be shattered. But for Bai Ye, the battle between these two monsters was like playing house, and he didn't even have the slightest interest in it. 200,000 combat power. Very high. Haha, it's just an ant. Bai Ye is the gods of destruction, the new gods of destruction of the 7th universe, and also the strongest gods of destruction. As for Boros, he retired early and lived a lazy cat life of sleeping every day. As long as the gods of destruction hall is not blown up, that sleepy guy will probably not wake up. Last time, Bai Ye was bored, and in order to find him to fight, he blew up the entire gods of destruction hall, and it was Whis who repaired it later. Lord Bai Ye, I just saw that you were too bored. Whis covered his mouth and chuckled elegantly. I am indeed bored, but I am not bored to the point of watching two bugs fighting. Bai Ye said lightly. It's more fun to go fight Boros. Whis heard this and just covered his mouth and chuckled elegantly. He knew the character of the young man in front of him. Since he took office as the gods of destruction of the 7th universe, the young man in front of him has also developed the same character as the previous gods of destruction Boros, who is always looking for fun and delicious food. If there is no fun and delicious food, then find a strong person to fight. Unfortunately, there are too few strong people in the 7th universe. In this era, there is not even a person with a combat power of over 10 million. Even the little guy who calls himself the Emperor of the Universe now has only a combat power of 1 million. There is a reason why the comprehensive strength of the 7th universe ranks last. Whis, go back. Bai Ye said lightly. Hey. Bai Ye-sama, adult. Little Angel Whis nodded, and then the angel scepter in his hand began to shine, and the entire square rainbow light shield also emitted a brilliant glow. Buzz. A dazzling light burst out, which immediately startled the two monsters that were fighting. The two monsters looked at Bai Ye and Whis at the same time, and let out terrible roars. It seemed to blame Bai Ye and Whis for disturbing their fight. "Whis, what did those two ants say?" Bai Ye said carelessly. "Lord Bai Ye, they told us to get out of here quickly and not to disturb their fight." Whis laughed gloatingly. Roar. The two monsters saw that Bai Ye and the others were still not leaving, and let out angry roars. Then accompanied by a swish. One of the red monsters rushed towards Bai Ye in an instant. Its speed was extremely terrifying, breaking the sound barrier and making a violent sonic boom in the air. "Lord Bai Ye, trouble is coming," Whis still looked elegant. Interesting. P.S. The new book is set sail, asking for flowers, comments, and monthly tickets. Yenzu, please give me some free flowers and data. Because something happened in real life a few days ago, I reposted the new book. Chapter 2, Day 1, Protecting the Earth. Hiss. The red monster rushed towards Bai Ye fiercely. Its speed had exceeded the speed of sound, and a violent sonic boom sounded in the air. The terrible air wave rushed towards him. But soon, the flying red monster fell directly. It was still a few meters away from Bai Ye, and was directly suppressed to the ground by an inexplicable pressure. A bottomless pit was formed instantly, and terrible gravel flew like a meteorite falling to the ground. The red monster's breath disappeared instantly. Hiss. The remaining monster saw that its opponent was knocked down by one move. It widened its eyes, extremely shocked, and obviously unbelievable. Hiss. It let out a cry of fear and wanted to escape, but the next second, almost in an instant, accompanied by a bang, its head was directly stepped on by Bai Ye on the ground. Its whole face was tightly pressed against the floor, and half of its head was embedded in the gravel. Bai Ye looked down from above, with one foot on its head. His pair of indifferent black and red eyes showed no joy or sorrow, as if he was looking at an ant. Boring. Bai Ye said lightly, and kicked the monster away. Bang. The body of the unicorn monster flew backwards for thousands of meters in the air like a kite with a broken string, and only stopped after smashing several mountains in a row. "Oh, oh. Lord Bai Ye, you're a bit heavy." Whis appeared behind Bai Ye at some point, smiling. "It's useless to keep these guys who can't even sense the opponent's power. Let them and this planet turn into dust in the universe together." Buzz. Bai Ye said lightly, raised his hand slightly, and a purple light slowly condensed on his fingertips. The light was extremely small, like a strand of hair, but it exuded an extremely terrifying breath of destruction. "Master Bai Ye, there are still many strong people on this planet. It would be a pity to destroy them all." Whis showed a rather regretful expression on his face. Bai Ye wanted to destroy a planet, and the little angel Whis had no right to supervise. Destroying a planet is the responsibility of the gods of destruction. But as he said, the strong people on this planet are ranked among the top in the entire 7th universe. It would be a pity to destroy this planet. After all, there are not many strong people in the 7th universe. In that case, let's keep half of them this time. Hearing Whis say this, Bai Ye also gave him a face. After all, he was his master. Bai Ye retracted the purple energy on his fingertips and stepped lightly on the ground. Then, buzz. The boundless and dazzling purple air wave instantly swept the entire planet. In an instant, with an endless wave of air, the other side of the entire planet instantly turned into dust in the universe, forming tiny purple molecules. Dissipated in the vast universe. Whis, go. In the universe, it was pitch black. Bai Ye stepped on the void, looking at the half of the planet under his feet, expressionless. It seemed as if he had done something ordinary. After succeeding gods of destruction, it was not the first time that Bai Ye had destroyed the planet. Maybe he did have some feelings in his heart the first time. But once one becomes 100, 1,000, or even 10,000, then the feelings will become indifference to life. Yes, gods of destruction is such an existence that ignores life. Anyway, there is the underworld, and the Dragon Ball world also has a complete reincarnation system. Guilt? It doesn't exist. Gods of destruction is to maintain the balance of the universe through destruction. This is Bai Ye's mission, and also Bai Ye's duty. Oh, Lord Bai Ye, where are we going? Whis said with an elegant smile. Your favorite Earth. Hey. Lord Bai Ye. Half an hour later. Earth, Shidu. In a luxurious restaurant. Several tables were stacked with plates that had been eaten clean. That's right, they were all eaten by Bai Ye and Whis. The customers around looked at Bai Ye and Whis as if they were monsters. These two guys, do they have bottomless stomachs? They can eat so much. Damn. They are pure gluttons. If they participate in a big eater competition, they will get a lot of money. But why do these two guys feel like they are not human? Their aura is so terrifying. Whis ignored the eyes around him, and wiped his greasy mouth with a napkin elegantly, his eyes narrowed into a crescent. Oh, Lord Bai Ye, the food on Earth is indeed the most delicious in the entire universe. Little Angel Whis said with a smile, he was very satisfied with this meal. Or rather, he was very satisfied with every meal on Earth. It's really good, which is why I won't destroy this planet. Bai Ye put his feet on the dining table wantonly, leaned back on the chair, and lazily picked his teeth. Bai Ye has always been so arrogant and unscrupulous, no matter when. Nonsense, he is gods of destruction, and the strongest gods of destruction. If he is not arrogant, who will be arrogant? Bai Ye has the capital and the strength. It's like a villain who has gained superpower. The first day, protect the Earth. The second day, protect my Earth. The third day, the motherland. The fourth day, I don't eat beef. Of course, the kind of guy like the motherland is far from enough for Bai Ye. Whether in terms of strength or mentality. When Zubao is angry, he can only do the crescent moon sky rush, and at worst, he will t the cow. At most, he would kill one person. When Bai Ye gets angry, he will really destroy the planet. Destroying a planet will kill hundreds of millions of people. So Zubao is still too kind compared to Bai Ye. If Bai Ye's strength was not enough, Quandon would have been killed by him. Of course, Bai Ye only thought about this idea, after all, Quandon was too buggy. Although Bai Ye has no taboos, he is not a brainless reckless man. At most, he will develop silently and then kill Quandon, the ancient storm dragon king. That's right, Bai Ye who has this idea is actually a time traveler. As for how he traveled through time, he was killed by Dayun Xianzuan. Before his death, Bai Ye formatted his phone. It can be regarded as leaving a clean name in the world. Bai Ye was thinking and was about to let Whis pay the bill. At this time, a pleasant mechanical female voice suddenly came from his mind. Ding! The Wanjie Chat group invites you to join the group chat. Do you agree? Agree/reject. Bai Ye. P.S. New book is launched, please give me flowers, comments, and monthly votes. Yenzu, please give me some free data, the author is begging for it here. Chapter 3 The Strongest Gods of Destruction, join the chat group. Chat group? What is this? Is this my cheat code? Bai Ye had this thought at first when he heard the chat group. But then he clicked to agree. Because Bai Ye soon thought that there was more fun to do. Since becoming gods of destruction, Bai Ye has become a person who is always looking for fun. This is different from the previous gods of destruction Beerus. That guy's way of finding fun is fighting. But Bai Ye does everything. Sometimes Bai Ye is so bored that he watches two kittens fighting. He will go fishing, plant flowers, and come to Earth to tame a few dinosaurs as big as mountains. Sometimes he will destroy the planet because of his irritability. He will even work overtime on Earth with a few women who offer themselves to him. If the meat is given to him for free, it would be a waste not to eat it. Of course, the premise is that it is clean enough. After all, Bai Ye is also a germaphobe. If he, as gods of destruction, still wears Y shoes, it would be too low class. Gods of destruction are all like this. No taboos, do whatever you want. But their hobbies are different. Some gods of destruction's hobbies are food and destruction. And Bai Ye's hobby is to do whatever he wants. It can be said that he has no hobbies, or it can be said that his hobbies are arbitrary. Destruction, fighting, food, sleeping, training, women. Bai Ye does everything. Water Goddess Aqua joins the chat group. Universe Overlord Boros joins the chat group. The Strongest Gods of Destruction Bai Ye joins the chat group. In the chat group, there are 3 golden group announcements pinned at the top of the group chat. And with the addition of 3 new group members, the old group members in the entire chat group came out one after another. Konoha Dance King, a few more weak ants have come. Goddess of Water. Overlord of Universe. Gods of Destruction. Konoha Dance King, haha, the titles of these newcomers are louder than each other. They are even more pretentious than me, the strongest Uchiha. I don't know how strong they are. Konoha Dance King, hello, newcomers. I, Uchiha Madara, the strongest in the ninja world. Daqin Zulong, ha ha ha, you are really worthy of being Madara. You are still as rampant as ever. You intimidate new group members as soon as you come. Daqin Zulong, Madara is not afraid of kicking the iron plate. Gloating.jpg. Konoha Dance King, humph. You old group members are all mortals. I guess the new group members are not much different. Konoha Dance King, what's more, no matter how hard the iron plate is, can it be harder than me? Bai Ye is still as confident as ever. You can even call it conceited. But this guy does have the ability to be conceited. After all, in the future Ninja World War, he alone would suppress the 5 Kages so much that they could not even raise their heads. If he hadn't been killed by the plot in the end, I'm afraid the entire ninja world would have fallen into his hands. Yotani Miko, Mr. Madara is so domineering. Yotani Miko, the newbies are trembling. Yotani Miko, hello, newbies, I'm Miko, a newbie in the chat group. Yotani Miko, the 2 above are the big guys in our group. Mr. Zulong is the ruler of a country, and Mr. Ban is the strongest ninja in the world. Newbies, don't mess with them. Yotani Miko kindly reminded. She was originally a kind girl, but she was depressed by ghosts recently. She was in a sad state every day. Daqin Zulong, Jianzi, you are joking. I am just a small mortal, not a big boss. Daqin Zulong, I just want to cultivate immortality and make Qin dynasty last forever. Daqin Zulong, I don't know why, since I unified the world, there are more and more rebels, and I can't kill them all. I don't know what went wrong with my rule. Daqin Zulong, by the way, Uncle Madara, don't forget to sign in today. The points you get for signing in every day are not a small number. After saying this, Zheng at Ed Uchiha Madara to remind him not to forget to sign in. After all, Uchiha Madara is the only extraordinary person he has come into contact with in the group. As the first emperor, Zheng is naturally thoughtful and wants to win him over. Of course, he just wants to build a good relationship with Uchiha Madara, but he can't be called a licker. After all, he is the ruler of a country, so he will naturally not lick Uncle Madara like the little girl Yotani Miko. After saying that, Zheng began his daily group sign-in. Ding! Group member Daqin Zulong signed in successfully. Obtained points *10. Daqin Zulong, alas, why is it another 10 points? It will take me a long time to embark on the path of cultivating immortals. Yotani Jianzi, don't be sad, Zulong, we have just joined the chat group not long ago, there is still a long time. As the only rookie in the group chat who is powerless, Jianzi is flattering to everyone. She wants to solve the problem of her yin-yang eyes too much. The ghosts around her are almost depressed by her. Ding! Group member Yotani Jianzi signed in successfully. Obtained points *10. Ding! Group member Konoha Dance King signed in successfully. Obtained points *1. My Dance King, this chat group is purely targeting me. Yotani Miko, Pukichi. Want to laugh but dare not laugh.jpg. Daqin Zulong, ha ha ha, it seems that Mr. Ban's luck is not very good today. Yotani Miko, by the way, Mr. Madara just provoked all the new group members. He won't really kick the iron plate, right? Daqin Zulong, Daqin Zulong, it's possible. My Dance King, huh? Who do you think I am? I am the strongest in the ninja world. My Dance King, at Strongest Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, at Water Goddess Aqua, at Universe Overlord Boros. Hey, why don't the new group members talk? Don't you understand the operation of the chat group? It's in the group announcement. Strongest Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, interesting. Bai Ye modified his nickname and removed the word strongest. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, Sure, there's more fun to do. Water Goddess Aqua, what? Can the nickname of this chat group be changed? Ding. Group member Water Goddess Aqua changed her nickname to Super Invincible, Beautiful, Gentle Water Goddess Aqua. P.S. New book is launched, please give me flowers, comments, and free monthly tickets. As long as the data is sufficient, the little author is the donkey of the production team. Handsome and wealthy Yenzu, please give me some free data. Chapter 4 Goddess of Wisdom. Mentally Idiot Goddess. Aqua, the super beautiful and gentle goddess of water wisdom, ha ha ha. This nickname fits my temperament. Aqua, the super beautiful and gentle goddess of water wisdom, hello, everyone. I am the goddess of water wisdom. I tell you, I am not joking, but a real god. Aqua, the super beautiful, do you know God? I often drink with him. Aqua, the super beautiful, I might as well tell you that I am an elite in heaven, and I am loved by everyone. I am super popular. Aqua, the super beautiful, why don't you speak? Are you scared by my aura? Aqua, the super beautiful, don't worry, although I am a god, I am very gentle. If you believe in me, I may even reward you with some bath water. Aqua said a lot of words as soon as she opened her mouth. She saw that everyone was silent for a while, and thought they were scared by their goddess aura and identity. So she generously rewarded these mortals with her bath water. Thinking of how generous she was, Aqua felt that she was really kind. She really deserved to be the super beautiful and gentle goddess of water wisdom. The appearance of Aqua made the chat group silent for a few minutes. Finally, a member of the group finally spoke. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, where did this idiot come from? Super beautiful. Aqua. Universe Overlord Boros, agree. Konoha Dance King, I agree. Daqin Zulong, +1. Yotani Miko, add, cough cough cough. Miko didn't choose to offend Aqua after all. Although she also felt that Aqua's behavior was a bit smart, but what if this thing is really a goddess? As long as she is a little newbie cheering for the big guys, she will surely help her solve the ghost problem, right? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, hey, hey, hey. The one called Bai Ye, what do you mean? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, what do you mean by, where did this idiot come from? Do you really think that this goddess doesn't know what idiot means? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, just now I think I saw your nickname is Gods of Destruction. Which god are you? Why have I never seen you in heaven? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, do you dare to come out and have S*X with this goddess, bah? No, it's a fight. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, a guy like you doesn't even want me to fight, so you are only fit to be a gun mount. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, bye, idiot. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, very good, man, you have successfully attracted the attention of this goddess. You are the first person who dares to talk to this goddess like this. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, if you have the guts, report your home address. Don't think I won't hit you just because you are handsome. Obviously, this mentally retarded goddess has seen Bai Ye's avatar. Although he looks super invincible and has super invincible temperament. But she is not a crazy goddess, well, in fact, she is still a little crazy. But if Bai Ye really dares to tell her the address, she will definitely have S*X with Bai Ye, no, fight with him. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot, talking to a guy like you, I feel my IQ will be affected. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, you. Be ********D. You are so handsome. Do you really think that this goddess won't beat you? Konoha Dance King, humph, what an idiot. Konoha Dance King, at Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, newcomer, I advise you to change this name, it gives me a headache. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, mortal, please watch your words. Respect this goddess. Daqin Zulong, newcomer, are you really a goddess? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, it's true. This goddess is the goddess of water wisdom in heaven, can I deceive you mortals? Daqin Zulong, goddess, can you make me immortal? Seeing Aqua say this, Ingzheng was extremely looking forward to it. He was too eager for immortality. And the chat group and its members were undoubtedly his chance for immortality. Super beautiful, Aqua, immortal. Such a simple thing still needs to be asked of this goddess. Super beautiful, Aqua, hee, mortal, believe in this goddess can not only make you immortal but also resurrect you. Daqin Zulong, hiss. In the Qin world, Ingzheng, who had become the first emperor, could not help but take a breath. To be honest, he was indeed moved. But he did not choose to kneel down and lick Aqua immediately, but chose to wait and see. After all, whether this new group member is a real goddess still needs to be confirmed. Yotani Miko, goddess, can you help me solve the problem of yin-yang eyes? Expecting.jpg. Super invincible beautiful, Aqua, yin-yang eyes. What yin-yang eyes? Yotani Miko, my eyes can see ghosts. These ghosts have been harassing me and making me very troubled. Super invincible beautiful, Aqua, ghosts. It's not easy to solve those low-level monsters. Just throw a purification spell over them and it's done. Super invincible beautiful, Aqua, well, mortal, you believe in me and I will help you solve them. Yotani Miko, thank you, goddess. Goddess, you really deserve to be the super invincible beautiful water wisdom goddess. Super invincible beautiful, Aqua, ha 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 ha. It's a small matter. This kind of thing is simple for this goddess. Seeing Yotani Miko's kneeling and licking, Aqua was very happy. If the guy who just called her an idiot also kneeled and licked her, that would be even better. Boros, the overlord of universe, enough. The conversations of you ants are really a headache. Seeing the conversations of several people in the chat group. At this time, Boros, who was in the universe spaceship, couldn't hold it back any longer. P.S. The new book is launched. 10 chapters on the first day. Please give me some free data. As long as there are enough flowers, the little author is the donkey of the production team. Chapter 5, White Knight and Bulma. Dragon Ball World. In the restaurant. Whis elegantly threw the napkin he used to wipe his mouth into the trash can. Seeing that Bai Ye had been sitting there without saying anything, he couldn't help but ask, Master Bai Ye, are you thinking about something? Bai Ye came back to his senses and said lightly, Whis, it's nothing, I just found something fun to do. Oh. Whis nodded and just smiled elegantly. Nothing else. As gods of destruction, you always have to find some small interest to do. Otherwise, the long years would be too boring. Whis doesn't care about Bai Ye's little interests. As long as Bai Ye is not bored to the point of destroying the universe. No matter what Bai Ye does, Whis will not stop him, nor will he care. At most, he will persuade him a few words. Of course, if Bai Ye doesn't listen, then Whis can't do anything. After all, Angel's power is only to supervise gods of destruction. In fact, there is nothing he can do in many aspects. Whis, go and settle the bill. Bai Ye said casually. Although he is the gods of destruction, he will not be unreasonable. When Bai Ye is in a good mood, he is actually quite easy to talk to. For example, today, Bai Ye is in a good mood. So Bai Ye will be happy to pay the bill. Although he usually eats free meals. Oh, Lord Bai Ye, have you forgotten that we are gods and don't have mortal currency? Whis covered his mouth and smiled elegantly. Don't be funny. Bai Ye lay lazily on the chair, not taking it seriously. Use your creative power, anything is fine, anyway, get some money and pay the bill. Bai Ye is obviously in a good mood today, so he didn't eat a free meal this time. Angel, like Supreme Kai, also has the power of creation. As gods of destruction, Bai Ye's destructive power is mainly for destruction, while Supreme Kai and Angel's creative power is mainly for creation. Using the power of creation, it is easy to create 1 million or 800,000 Earth currencies. No, Master Bai Ye, if the power of creation is used in such a place, my brothers and sisters will laugh at me. Whis said seriously. But from his grinning expression, it can be seen that he is obviously teasing Bai Ye. As the master of gods of destruction, Angel is also a group of guys with bad tastes. Okay, then let Bulma come to pay the bill. Bai Ye said indifferently. Since Whis is unwilling to do it, Bai Ye will not force it. Let Bulma come. Bulma is Bai Ye's woman. As for how they met, it's a long story. Bai Ye is a time traveler, but not an earthling. He is a scion, and a legendary scion that is rare in 1,000 years. But Bai Ye's bloodline is different from Broly. Broly's super bloodline will turn him into a madman who can only destroy. But Bai Ye will not. Bai Ye's super blood is of perfect level, and he will not lose his mind even if he is beaten. His combat power will also increase without limit. Bai Ye was just 12 years old when he first crossed over. He was a body, his soul was his, and his body was his. He also got a system after crossing over, but the system gave him a perfect super blood and then died. It is said that there is not enough energy, and it is still sleeping in Bai Ye's body, and no one knows when it will wake up. When he was 12 years old, Bai Ye lived alone on an uninhabited planet. 2 months later, he became the absolute king of that planet. Half a year later, Bai Ye met Whis and Beerus, who came to find food. Seeing the powerful Bai Ye, Beerus was naturally very excited, so he fought with Bai Ye. At that time, Bai Ye's combat power was only tens of millions, because there was no stimulation from the strong on that planet, and the combat power could only rely on practice and natural growth, and the speed of improvement was slow. Therefore, after meeting Beerus, Bai Ye was very excited. Even if Beerus doesn't fight him, he will fight Beerus. The result can be imagined. Bai Ye, who has the perfect super bloodline, is under the perfect sparring partner of Beerus. The fighting cells in Bai Ye's body are completely crazy. In less than 10 minutes, Bai Ye's fighting power has soared wildly. From the initial tens of millions, it has soared to the realm of hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions, what is the concept of hundreds of billions of combat power? The angry Super 2 Gohan in the original work is probably at this level. In the battle with Beerus, Bai Ye's combat power is still soaring in the battle, like a rocket, without any restrictions at all. In the end, Bai Ye, who fell into an angry state because of being beaten by Beerus, successfully broke through the boundaries of Scion. Became the legendary Super Scion. Its normal combat power of hundreds of billions soared 100 times all the way to the realm of 10 trillion. This terrifying combat power improvement speed almost shocked Beerus's eyes. Even Whis, who was watching the battle nearby, was very unbelievable, and was obviously surprised by Bai Ye's speed of increase in combat power. You know, Bai Ye had only fought Beerus for less than half an hour. In just half an hour, the combat power increased from 10 million to 10 trillion. This terrifying speed of combat power increase is probably unique in the entire universe. Later, Bai Ye and Beerus met because of the battle. Bai Ye became Whis's disciple and also became the candidate gods of destruction of the 7th universe. 6 years later, when Bai Ye was 18 years old, he successfully broke through to the 5th level of the super transmission, and perfectly mastered the power of destruction and Ultra Instinct. In the subsequent battle with Beerus, Bai Ye successfully defeated Beerus. So the previous gods of destruction of our 7th universe retired gloriously and lived the retirement life of an old cadre in advance. And Bai Ye officially became the new gods of destruction of the 7th universe. And because the remaining 2 Supreme Kais in the 7th universe are bound to Beerus, Bai Ye's life is not bound to any Supreme Kai for the time being. He also became the only gods of destruction in the 12 universes who is not restricted by the Supreme Kai's life. Therefore, Bai Ye acts recklessly. Chapter 6, His Majesty Zulong is cautious. As for how Bai Ye met Bulma, it's very simple. Before becoming gods of destruction, Bai Ye had been training in the gods of destruction world, so he naturally didn't want to be lonely. The boredom of the gods of destruction world is obvious to all, and the food is also terrible. So Bai Ye simply asked Whis to take him to Earth. Whis and Beerus were also quickly conquered by the delicious food on Earth. After a few visits, Bai Ye also accidentally met Bulma, who had just started looking for Dragon Ball at that time. It was 749 AE, Bai Ye was 15 years old, about the same age as Bulma. Bulma was a nymphomaniac, and at that time she had just started looking for Dragon Ball, and hadn't even seen little Son Goku. When she saw such a handsome Bai Ye, she immediately offered herself to him with her girlish heart overflowing, and didn't even look for Dragon Ball. At least it was clean meat, so Bai Ye didn't dislike it. However, because of the river crab beast, Bai Ye didn't eat this piece of meat until Bulma was 18 years old. Bulma is obsessed with Bai Ye, and so is her sister Marin. Bulma has always been a fangirl, but she thinks there is no one more handsome than Bai Ye on the entire earth. Later, Yamcha wanted to pursue Bulma. Bai Ye remembered what Bulma said at the time, Yamcha, don't call me anymore, I'm afraid Bai Ye will misunderstand. From 749 to 762 of the AE era. In this way, more than a decade has passed. Because of Bai Ye's status as a candidate for gods of destruction and because he needs to practice, Bai Ye did not interfere with the affairs on Earth. He would only come to Earth occasionally, and most of the time he would practice in the gods of destruction world. With his status and strength, he had no interest in the chickens fighting each other on Earth at this stage. He also had no intention of being the nanny of the Sun family. Whether it was Son Goku or Vegeta. If you want to improve your strength, work hard on your own. Bai Ye didn't have time to play house with them. In addition to playing with Bulma, Marin, and Lanchi on Earth. Eating a free meal on Earth, taming dinosaurs. Bai Ye did not interfere with anything on Earth. All the plots are developing in the direction of the original work. Even Son Goku and other protagonists have never seen Bai Ye. They only know that Bulma has a very handsome boyfriend, and they don't know anything else. Whis, contact Bulma. Bai Ye's feet are still on the table, and he said lazily. Hey. Lord Bai Ye. Whis smiled and nodded, and soon contacted Bulma through the crystal ball on Angel's scepter. In the process, Bai Ye ordered several desserts and ice cream as snacks after dinner. Bai Ye is a scion, and a legendary scion. Naturally, his appetite is very huge, even bigger than that of Son Goku and Vegeta. Can compete with him in appetite. I guess there are only two gluttons like Kampa and Bu. Oh. Lord Bai Ye, what is this you are eating? It looks delicious. Whis's head came up and said with a smile. Whis, I know you want to eat it, just order it if you want to eat it, anyway, you don't have to pay. Bai Ye said lightly. After that, his consciousness entered the chat group again. Lord Bai Ye, then I won't be polite. Whis smiled and said elegantly to the waiter next to him, 5 more ice creams of different flavors. At this time, in the chat group, it has been a quarrel. Boros, this guy, just opened his mouth and said that everyone is an ant. And most of the people in the group chat are arrogant. How can they stand such words? Especially Aqua, who thinks she is the super invincible, beautiful, gentle, and beautiful goddess of water wisdom, couldn't stand it immediately and immediately retorted. Super beautiful, Aqua, hey. What's that pineapple? Who are you calling an ant? Super beautiful, Aqua, I am the goddess of water wisdom. Goddess of wisdom, do you understand? You damn pineapple. Super beautiful, Aqua, look at your profile picture, it's ugly. You are more annoying than that guy called Gods of Destruction. Universe Overlord Boros, idiot. He is obviously a mentally retarded person but pretends to be a goddess. It's so funny. Universe Overlord Boros, so what if he is ugly? I am the overlord of the universe. There is no woman I can't get. It's just that I am not interested in those weak female creatures. Universe Overlord Boros, a bunch of ants. I suggest you submit to me. You ants can't even reach the vast universe has never seen him, yet he dares to call himself a big boss. How ridiculous. Daqin Zulong, this new guy, why does he feel even more arrogant than Grandpa Madara? Facing Boros's constant calling him an ant, Ingjing was a little angry. But he was an emperor after all, with a deep mind, and he didn't show it. After all, what Boros said was right. Compared with these extraordinary humans in the group, Ingjing, a mortal, is indeed an ant. So Ingjing didn't refute Boros's words. What if this guy named Boros is really the overlord of universe? His Majesty Zulong was very cautious, and Yotani Miko was a weak rookie, so naturally he wouldn't refute anything. But as the Dance King of the ninja world, Grandpa Madara couldn't stand it. Konoha Dance King, hey. That new guy named Boros, do you want to dance too? Universe Overlord Boros, why? Are you strong? I'm only interested in the strong. Konoha Dance King, I'm the strongest in the ninja world, not the ant you said. Konoha Dance King, seeing that you call yourself the Universe Overlord, what, do you dare to fight me in the arena? Universe Overlord Boros, arena. What is that? Daqin Zulong, the arena is a place for group members to duel. The strength of group members can be projected in the arena to achieve the effect of fighting. Daqin Zulong, by the way, I forgot to say, newcomers, the members of the chat group are from different worlds, so it is impossible for you to meet in reality. Daqin Zulong, this is explained in the group announcement, you can take a look. Ingjing explained the function of the arena. He didn't do it out of kindness, he just wanted to get on with Aqua and Boros, these extraordinary people. His Majesty Zulong wanted to improve too much. Chapter 7, Mr. Madara and Boros start fighting. Although His Majesty Zulong told the situation of the world where the chat group members were located. However, he obviously overestimated Aqua's IQ. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, what are you talking about? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, even if we are from 2 planets, so what? This goddess is a god. As long as you tell me the address, this goddess can still come to your world. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, at Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, hey, you guy, tell me the name of your planet, and this goddess will go over an F***ku now. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, A****. Don't think that this goddess really doesn't dare to F***ku. If you have the ability, tell me the name of the planet. Great Qin Zulong, Great Qin Zulong, it seems that the newcomer still doesn't understand what I mean. His Majesty Zulong suddenly felt that the IQ of this new goddess was a bit worrying. He even doubted whether this newcomer was a goddess. Yotani Miko, goddess, what Zulong meant is that we are all in different worlds. This world may also be universe or spacetime. Anyway, it means that we will never meet in the same world. Yotani Miko, because our chat group is a chat group of all worlds, each member is in a different world. The group announcement has an explanation. Super invincible beauty, Aqua. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, what are you talking about, immortal? Why can't I understand? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, what world, what universe, what spacetime? Are you bullying this goddess for not understanding? How can this goddess not be able to land on the planet? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, oh, I understand. You are looking down on this goddess, right? B********************. D. This goddess is very strong. Yotani Miko. Daqin Zulong. Miko suddenly felt so tired, and her previous explanation seemed to be playing the lute to a cow. It was like she was explaining Einstein's theory of relativity to a mentally retarded person. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, ha ha ha. Interesting, really interesting, you idiot really deserve the name of mentally retarded goddess. Bai Ye, who was quietly lurking, suddenly felt that he had really joined the right chat group. At least. He saw the legendary mentally retarded goddess. This guy really deserves the name of mentally retarded, his IQ is really worrying, and I don't know how this thing became a god. Maybe the gods in that world are too bad. Bai Ye heard that this guy never wears panties. Bai Ye really wants to see him if there is a chance. Super beautiful, Aqua, A*****. You are so handsome, why are you so vicious? Super beautiful, Aqua, also, I am the goddess of water. Not the goddess of idiocy. If you dare to say that again, I will beat you up. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, okay, I am on Earth in the 7th universe now, come over if you have the guts. Bai Ye found it interesting. Bai Ye finally found the fun he hadn't seen for a long time. Although this golden finger was delayed for many years, it's not too late to come now. Super beautiful, Aqua, the 7th universe. How come I've never heard of it? But you said you were on Earth. I know this place. It's exactly the area I'm responsible for. Super beautiful, Aqua, at Gods of Destruction, I'm coming to you now. Just wait for the bombardment. Gods of Destruction, you're really an idiot. Gods of Destruction, I told you that the premise of my being on Earth is the 7th universe, don't you understand at all? Gods of Destruction, at Yotani Miko, explained to this idiot. Being at Ed by Bai Ye, Yotani Miko was a little flattered. She knew the ID of Bai Ye when he just came in. The strongest gods of destruction. Yotani Miko didn't know what gods of destruction was, but she knew the strongest. And the girl's intuition told her. Bai Ye really didn't look like a simple character. She just looked at Bai Ye's avatar and thought Bai Ye was so handsome. His temperament was completely different from that of ordinary people. He really looked like a high god. Yotsuya Miko, goddess, it's like this. Yotsuya Miko patiently explained it to Aqua again. It's probably that each of our group members is really not in the same plane. For example, Yotsuya Miko herself, the planet she is on is also called Earth, but it is not the same place as Bai Ye's Earth. It's just the same name of the planet. Aqua seemed to understand. Even if she didn't understand, she would pretend to understand. Anyway, she couldn't let everyone in the chat group think she was a mentally retarded person. Finally, after the explanations of Yotsuya Miko and Ingzheng, Aqua finally gave up the idea of going to the Earth in her own world to look for Bai Ye. Universe Overlord Boros, hey, hey, hey. Have you guys forgotten me? Universe Overlord Boros, at Konoha Dance King, hey, weren't you very crazy just now? I just saw the arena you mentioned. Ding. Group member Universe Overlord Boros opened the arena. Universe Overlord Boros, come up if you have the guts. With the opening of the chat group arena. Soon. In the minds of all group members, a huge virtual arena appeared. In that huge arena, Boros, wearing orange-red spiked armor, pink hair, and a single eye, has stood in the center of the ring. He crossed his arms over his chest, and his blue-skinned face was extremely arrogant. I often feel lonely because I am too invincible. So I look for opponents in the whole universe. That guy called Uchiha Madara, I hope you can last a few minutes in front of me. Boros, who was projected in the chat group, stood above the ring and spoke confidently. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, oh my god. There really is an arena. This is amazing. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, you, what's the name of pineapple, you are really ugly. Universe Overlord Boros, you idiot, shut up. I'll deal with you later. Universe Overlord Boros, Uchiha Madara, you are not afraid, are you? Konoha Dance King, haha, afraid. Just you. Even if I am not in my undefeated period, so what? Konoha Dance King, just gravel. Not half as good as me. Ding. Group member Konoha Dance King joins the arena. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, ha ha ha. Interesting. So interesting. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, this is fun. This kind of thing is much more interesting than playing with women. Ding. Group member Gods of Destruction Bai Ye joins the arena. Chapter 8 Peak Uchiha Madara vs Boros. In the arena. With the addition of Bai Ye and Uchiha Madara. Soon. Two projections of bodies controlled by Bai Ye and Uchiha Madara appeared in the arena. At the same time, everyone in the chat group finally saw the appearance of Bai Ye and Uchiha Madara. Bai Ye's virtual projection is exactly the same as him, and is exactly the same handsome. Bai Ye, as a projection, is also slender and wears a black martial arts uniform, which is similar to the one worn by Black Goku in Dragon Ball Super. But Bai Ye does not wear earrings. Bai Ye's face is very handsome and cold, and his black and red eyes are full of laziness and indifference. He exudes a terrible aura, as if he can destroy everything in front of him at any time. Just looking at his standing posture, you can tell that he is terribly strong. As for Uchiha Madara, he is wearing a red and black ninja uniform. He does not carry any weapons on his body, and his eyes are the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. As soon as he arrived at the arena, Madara laughed crazily. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Power. All my power is back. This body is actually me at my peak. Banyi laughed crazily, like a madman. In the Naruto world, Banyi is already old. At this time, he is old, weak, and has difficulty moving. He can only rely on the outer path demon statue to transport chakra to barely maintain his life. So in order to realize his plan, Banyi transplanted his rotating eyes to the young Nagato, the descendant of the immortal body, hoping that he would be able to use the reincarnation technique to resurrect himself one day. Now Uchiha Madara is already on the verge of death. So when Boros proposed to fight him, to be honest, Banyi was still a little panicked. After all, in his current state, he can only be projected to give up. But Banyi has said so much, he is not a coward. Just give up, at worst, wait until his plan succeeds and then beat Boros down. Madara is never afraid of failure, because he has failed countless times. Madara is ready to be defeated. But who knows? You don't know until you project. A projection is shocking. His projection in the group chat arena is actually himself in his prime. Moreover, Madara also found that his current body still has Hashirama cells. This Hashirama cell is the piece of meat he bit off from Hashirama after he was defeated in the Valley of Gods. In other words, now he in the arena can open the Samsara Eye. Thinking of this, Madara was so happy that he was going crazy. Ha 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 ha. This power is so great. Uchiha Madara looked at Boros, and the eternal Mangekyo in his eyes instantly turned into the Samsara Eye. You should feel honored. Uchiha Madara said, because you can see my heyday. Let's dance together. Ha 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 ha. Madara laughed wildly with his head raised, and the expression on his face was extremely rampant. At this time, his mood was simply inflated to the extreme. Daqin Zulong, is this the aura of a superhuman? It's really different from ordinary people. Daqin Zulong, but to be honest, this is the first time I've seen Madara-san. I didn't expect Madara-san to be dressed so strangely, and even his eyes are different from those of ordinary people. Yotani Miko, Master Zulong, Master Boros is actually an alien. Yotani Miko, he only has one eye. Yotani Miko, wow. All the masters look so powerful. Yotani Miko, Master Bai Ye is so handsome and cool. Master Bai Ye's appearance can make his debut in our world. Super beautiful, Aqua, I don't think you guys are that powerful. Super beautiful, Aqua, my evaluation is that none of you are as good as this goddess. Universe Overlord Boros, you idiot. What are you bragging about? Come down together if you have the guts. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, come on, do you really think this goddess is afraid of you? This goddess is very strong. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. No matter how many people come, it doesn't matter. I am invincible. Konoha Dance King, I might as well tell you. My eyes now are called Samsara Eyes. It is the highest pupil technique in the ninja world, which can control the power of life and death. Konoha Dance King, now I am the god of creation who controls creation. I am also the god of destruction who can control destruction. Mr. Madara is very happy. It is rare for him to have the interest to explain to everyone in the chat group. Because this state of returning to the peak, or even surpassing the peak, is really wonderful. Mr. Madara now even has a feeling of invincibility. He doesn't take Boros in front of him seriously at all. Daqin Zulong, Mr. Madara is so domineering. Mr. Madara is really a god. King of Konoha Dance, Daqin Zulong, I admire you very much. After the battle, I will give you some good things. Daqin Zulong, Mr. Madara is generous. His Majesty Zulong wants to improve. Although he is the ruler of a country, as a mortal, he is still not good enough in front of the extraordinary. So it is okay for His Majesty Zulong to lower his frame appropriately. After all, in his eyes, Uchiha Madara and other extraordinary people are no different from the legendary immortals. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, interesting. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, this kind of fun is the meaning of the existence of the chat group. Bai Ye's projection on the virtual arena also laughed. His laughter also startled Mr. Madara and Boros. But the two of them were targeting each other, so they didn't care about Bai Ye, just regarded Bai Ye as a spectator who came to watch the fun. And at this time, ding! Super invincible beauty, Aqua joins the arena. Aqua, the mentally retarded goddess of water, was also projected into the group chat arena and slowly appeared beside Bai Ye. Chapter 9, Ingzheng, I just thought of something funny. Aqua is a beautiful girl who looks about 16 years old, wearing a feather dress. Her hair is translucent water blue, and her eyes are also blue. Her face is delicate and cute, extraordinary and otherworldly. After all, she is the goddess of water, so she is naturally very smooth. Of course, the premise is that she is not talking. If she speaks, a breath of idiocy will come to her face. Unlike her cute and delicate appearance, this guy has a perfect figure with bumps and curves. She looks very sinful and bitter. However, because this guy's IQ is too low, she can only be a dumb goddess. That's why Bai Ye said that she can only be a gun rack. Or a gun rack that is better not to speak. You idiot, stay away from me. I feel that your arrival makes the air full of idiocy. In the seats of the arena, seeing the arrival of this idiot goddess, Bai Ye's eyes are full of disgust. Cole. I am the goddess of water. Not an idiot. Don't think that I will forgive you just because you are handsome. Seeing Bai Ye's indifference, Aqua was very angry. She had just come here with the excitement of making Bai Ye bow down to her, the goddess, and it would be best if Bai Ye kneeled down and licked her feet. But who knew? She came here with great enthusiasm, but what she got in return was disgust and alienation. This made Aqua very angry. She is the real goddess of water. This stupid mortal is really too short-sighted. No, this goddess must punish this guy severely. Aqua thought in her heart, staring at Bai Ye fiercely with her blue eyes. You be ********** D who doesn't know how to respect people. This goddess must punish you severely today. Let you know what it means to respect gods. Aqua said angrily. Then, she pounced on Bai Ye with her teeth and claws. Bai Ye naturally had no interest in playing with this idiot goddess. He was still waiting to see the show. The next second after Aqua rushed up, there was a bang. Her pretty face was pressed against the floor, and Bai Ye stepped on her hard. Aqua. Aqua lay on the ground with a look of doubt on her face. No. What happened to this mortal? She didn't even react, and she was knocked down. Damn it. I'm a goddess, be ***************** D. As the goddess of water in heaven, she had never suffered such a great humiliation. She decided to use her divine power to retaliate and let Bai Ye see how powerful she was. Let this stupid and arrogant mortal know what "God cannot be insulted" means. Wow. Aqua shouted, her hands waving like chicken claws. Holy exorcism. As a blue sacred light flashed, Aqua launched a skill against Bai Ye. A huge divine energy instantly blasted towards Bai Ye. Bai Ye just glanced at him and didn't even bother to dodge. He blew away all of Aqua's energy attacks in one breath. Aqua. Cole. What did you do? Aqua was shocked. Her powerful skill attack had no effect on Bai Ye at all and was blown away in an instant. How is this possible? A mere mortal. He was able to dodge her attack. Luck, it must be luck. Idiot. Bai Ye didn't even bother to pay attention to this guy. He stepped on her with one foot so that she couldn't raise her head. Well, Aqua's face was still stepped on the floor by Bai Ye. She was embarrassed in front of so many group members, so Aqua felt that she had suffered a great humiliation. Although this mentally retarded goddess had a low IQ, she also had a sense of shame. That's why she wanted to knock Bai Ye down. Chat group. Daqin Zulong. Daqin Zulong, what happened just now? Daqin Zulong, how come the goddess newcomer was stepped on suddenly? I didn't see it clearly, Miss Jianzi, did you see it clearly? His Majesty Zulong at Jianzi. Yatsuya Jianzi, Brother Zulong, you didn't see it, how could I see it? Yutoya Jianzi, just now I only saw a flash of light, the goddess boss shouted, holy exorcism, and then the goddess boss was stepped on the ground. Yutoya Jianzi, by the way, Bai Ye boss is not really a god, right? It seems that Bai Ye boss is so strong and mysterious. Daqin Zulong, Is there a possibility that the goddess newcomer is not a real goddess? Ye said lightly. No, don't. Yummy daddy. Aqua was so scared that she wanted to escape, but she was sucked back by Bai Ye in the next second and fell into Bai Ye's hands. This idiot goddess forgot that she was a projection and could evacuate herself from the arena at any time. But it was also because of this guy's low IQ. Bai Ye finally got his wish and confirmed the rumors he had always wanted to know in his previous life. Don't worry, I won't do anything to you. You're just an idiot gun rack. Cole. Pervert. What happened inside the energy shield? The people in the chat group naturally didn't know. Because they couldn't see the situation inside the energy shield at all. Everyone could only guess what happened inside the energy shield from Bai Ye's words just now. Daqin Zulong, fats. What are fatties? Daqin Zulong, why have I never heard of this thing? Your Majesty Zulong didn't understand. Mr. Madara and Boros, the two fighting maniacs, naturally didn't understand. In the chat group, only Yotsuya Miko knew what fatties Bai Ye was talking about. Yotsuya Miko, Yotsuya Miko, how should I put it? It's better for Zulong boss not to know. See the world. Miko, who was lying on the bed being harassed by evil spirits, suddenly turned red on her cute face. Her little head was hiding under the quilt. Her little feet were about to be deducted from several houses because of shame. When she heard Bai Ye say that he wanted to check whether the idiot goddess was wearing anything, Miko's values seemed to have suffered a huge blow. Isn't Bai Ye boss so domineering? Obviously Bai Ye boss is so handsome. How could he be such a person? Besides, what if that goddess with low IQ really didn't have it? What if? Yotsuya Miko suddenly felt that Bai Ye was not a serious person. How could a serious person check whether a girl was? Bai Ye boss is really too bad. Great Daqin Zulong, so, what exactly are panties? I'm really curious. Yoshitani Jianzi, Master Zulong, how can I possibly say such a thing? Great Daqin Zulong, okay. Seeing what Yoshitani Jianzi said, His Majesty Zulong did not ask any more questions. He turned to continue to pay attention to the situation in the arena. Compared to the so-called panties and the mentally retarded goddess, His Majesty Zulong still wanted to become extraordinary and live forever. At this time in the arena, the battle between Madara and Boros is about to begin. The two of them simultaneously withdrew their gazes from the purple energy shield and looked at each other. Uchiha Madara was the first to speak. He raised his head and looked at people with his chin, and the samsara eyes in his eye sockets kept turning. I'll give you a chance, let you make the first move. Madara laughed and looked at Boros in front of him wildly. Ha ha. Ant. You said the opposite. Boros was very disdainful, and his one eye was full of contempt. I can feel the powerful power from you, you are qualified to be my opponent. Maybe your power can make you a hegemon in your own world, but in front of me, it is still far from enough. I am the leader of the Dark Matter Pirates. The Overlord who conquered the universe. Boros. Boros sneered, punched out with his right hand, and the powerful and terrifying fist wind instantly destroyed all the projected buildings on the right side of the arena. Like a rotten wood. The entire arena, which was thousands of meters long, was instantly half gone. The chat group's arena seemed to have sensed Boros's strength. With a hum sound, a dazzling white light enveloped everything. Buzz. The boundless and brilliant white light dissipated. The entire virtual arena was upgraded again. From the previous 1,000-meter radius, it was upgraded to hundreds of thousands of meters. Even various tall and majestic mountains and lakes were projected on the arena. It was completely no different from reality. Ha 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 ha. Is this your strength? Madara was still extremely conceited. After seeing Boros's powerful strength, he was not afraid at all. Instead, his pair of reincarnation eyes became extremely fanatical. Swish. After that, accompanied by a sound of breaking through the air, Madara's figure disappeared instantly. He punched Boros fiercely. Uchiha Madara obviously underestimated Boros's strength. He thought Boros was at most at the same level as Hashirama. Therefore, as soon as Madara arrived, he tried to attack with physical skills. However, the next second, bang! Uchiha Madara's body flew backwards in an instant, and his body hit a mountain hard, inlaid with a human figure. Almost couldn't be picked off. Daqin Zulong, is this the extraordinary person? It's really powerful. Yotsuya Miko, Master Zulong, the new Master Boros is so strong. He actually killed Madara in a second. Daqin Zulong, indeed, Master Boros is really a god. Daqin Zulong, the legendary immortal is just like this. His Majesty Zulong found another group member who needs to build a good relationship. He saw it clearly just now. Boros destroyed most of the entire arena with just one punch. Such a terrifying strength made His Majesty Zulong favor him very much. He thought that if he also had such extraordinary strength, then the thousands of years of Daqin would no longer be a dream. I have decided. This alien Boros is the target I want to build a good relationship with. In the Qin dynasty, Yingjing slammed the table, which scared Zhao Gao and Li Si who were advising him. Athletics. Bang. The huge mountain suddenly broke apart. Uncle Madara finally pulled himself out of the mountain. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Suffering such a powerful attack, Uchiha Madara was not angry or afraid, but laughed wildly. With such a powerful force, I recognize you. In terms of physical skills, no one is better than you. I, Uchiha Madara, would like to call you the strongest. Uncle Madara roared excitedly, and the samsara eyes in his eye sockets turned wildly, repairing the injuries in his body. Susanoo. Chapter 12. The Konoha Dance King is here. The Konoha Dance King was defeated in seconds. Susanoo. At this time, Madara finally looked at Boros in front of him, and directly used his ultimate move, summoning his strongest complete Susanoo. Boom. A deafening sound came. A blue-armored giant as big as a mountain, holding a huge blue sword, suddenly appeared. The terrifying power instantly caused the mountain that was pressing on Madara to collapse. This complete Susanoo, which was like the posture of a martial god, shocked Zheng and Yotani Miko, who were watching the battle in the chat group. His Majesty Zulong felt that this power was too terrifying. If he could learn and mass-produce, his great Qin army would be invincible in the world. Compared to Zheng, Yotani Miko's idea was much simpler. She just thought that this Susanoo was so handsome. If she could learn it, she should be able to avoid the harassment of ghosts, right? Boros on the field couldn't help but look at Madara more. Although the power of this ant is not strong, but the moves are quite gorgeous. It looks fancy and intimidating. I don't know how strong he is. Boros just crossed his arms and watched quietly. For him, the so-called group members, whether it is the idiot goddess or Uchiha Madara, are just ants. Only the guy called Gods of Destruction can make him interested. Wait until the guy in front of him is dealt with. Then kill him. He, the overlord of the universe, Boros, is the only strongest person in this group chat. Ha ha ha. After summoning the complete form of Susanoo, Madara laughed wildly, like a madman. This feeling of being able to fight at will is really wonderful. The only flaw is that this battle is virtual. The pain cannot be completely transferred to oneself. It would be better if it was a real battle. Madara still prefers the feeling of real bleeding. Just like in the Fourth Ninja World War, even though there was an invincible impure world reincarnation, Madara still resurrected himself. The reason is that he prefers the pain and bleeding in the battle. Only pain and bleeding, that is called fighting. That feeling, for a battle madman like him, is extremely refreshing. At this time, Madara has also recognized Boros. There is no doubt. Boros is very strong. Even terribly strong. In the previous attack, even Uchiha Madara's samsara eye did not see Boros's speed clearly. Therefore, Madara, who underestimated the enemy, was directly broken by Boros. Fortunately, the pain projected on the arena was greatly reduced by the chat group. Otherwise, with the state of old Madara in reality, he would have fainted from the pain. This feeling of fighting. It's really great. Uchiha Madara drove the war god Susanoo, which was as huge as a mountain, and flew towards Boros quickly. Boom. The terrifying complete form of the war god Susanoo, holding a blue chakra sword of hundreds of meters, slashed fiercely on Boros' head. Humph. I recognize you for this level of power, Uchiha Madara. You are qualified to be called a strongman, but this kind of power is still too weak for me. Facing the powerful attack of Grandpa Madara, Boros did not even dodge. He sneered and punched the complete form of Susanoo that attacked from the air. Boom. A terrifying sonic boom appeared instantly. Almost in an instant, the complete form of Susanoo, which was as huge as a mountain range, was directly disintegrated by the blow. Uchiha Madara in Susanoo flew backwards like a kite with a broken string. His body crashed through a mountain range until it was embedded in another mountain. Well, let me summarize it in one sentence. The Konoha Dance King is here. The Konoha Dance King was killed in seconds. Madara underestimated Boros's strength. This guy can be regarded as the final boss in any anime, and he can fight with the protagonist for at least 100 episodes. It's just that he was unlucky and met that bald guy. Daqin Zulong, horror. Too terrifying. This is a battle between immortals and gods. Daqin Zulong, such a terrifying mountain warrior, was killed in seconds. Daqin Zulong, unbelievable, how strong is Boros? His Majesty Zulong was really eye-opening today. He thought Uchiha Madara was strong enough. After all, being able to summon a terrifying warrior the size of a mountain is simply not something that humans can do. After watching this battle today, Ingjing finally understood what it means that there are always people better than you and mountains better than you. Watching the fight between Uchiha Madara and Boros in the arena, which was like destroying the heavens and the earth. Then thinking about the mortal world where he lives. His Majesty Zulong couldn't help but feel melancholy. Alas, I don't know when I can cultivate immortality. Ingjing couldn't help but shake his head. Yotani Miko, frog fun. Too scary. Yotani Miko, Boss Boros is really the overlord of universe. So strong. Universe Overlord Boros, huh? You just know it now. Universe Overlord Boros, I told you when I joined the group, I am the overlord of universe who conquered the universe. Konoha Dance King, you are too proud. I am not dead yet. Konoha Dance King, at Universe Overlord Boros, come on, keep dancing. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, woo-woo. Someone save me, stop fighting. Hurry up and save this goddess. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, this goddess is willing to reward him with bath water. Universe Overlord Boros, idiot. Get out. Konoha Dance King, idiot. Get out. Daqin Zulong, ha ha ha. Yotani Miko, Pukichi. Ha ha ha. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, woo-woo. You all bully this goddess. In the arena. Konoha Dance King flew out of the mountain again and rushed towards Boros. Heavenly Shocking Star. Uchiha Madara's Samsara Eye turned wildly, and while repairing his own injuries, he also summoned 2 huge meteorites. The 2 meteorites fell from the sky in the virtual arena with raging flames. They smashed hard towards Boros on the ground. This move is interesting, but it's still too weak. Boros smiled contemptuously. Uchiha Madara, you should feel the highest honor, because you successfully let me use this move. This move, you are the first in the entire universe. Boros looked at the huge meteorite falling from the sky and laughed. Then. Buzz. An extremely huge energy gathered on his chest. Energy cannon. Boros roared. A huge energy gushed out of his body. Boom. With the overwhelming energy tide sweeping the whole scene. The 2 meteorites that fell from the sky, along with the old man Madara who opened the Samsara Eye. All turned into ashes. Turned into dust in the air. The Konoha Dance King was killed again. Chapter 13, Boros and Uchiha Madara met too late. The battle is over. At this time in the arena. Everything within tens of kilometers was razed to the ground by Boros's energy cannon. Except for the purple energy shield that stood still. Chat group. Daqin Zulong, hiss, hiss. Yotsuya Jianzi, hiss, hiss. Daqin Zulong, what kind of move was that just now? It caused such a monstrous destructive power. Daqin Zulong, so terrifying. Yotsuya Jianzi, so terrifying. Yotsuya Jianzi, frog fun. Big brothers, you fight too fiercely. Yotsuya Jianzi, it's okay to summon meteorites, but you even raised all the mountains within a dozen kilometers around. Yotsuya Jianzi, big brothers, are you still human? You are all monsters. Newbie shivering.jpg. His Majesty Zulong and Yotsuya Jianzi were extremely shocked. In the entire group chat, there were only 2 mortals. Now I have seen such a vast world. The 2 of them suddenly felt that their cognition was like a frog in a well. They had lived in vain for the first half of their lives. This world is so vast. So vast. There are such powerful and terrifying humans in the universe. It's unbelievable. Yotsuya Miko even felt that the power of peace weapons in her world was just like this. That Boros boss is simply a human-shaped nuclear weapon. Have you ever seen someone fight and flatten all the mountains? Now Yotsuya Miko has seen it. Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua, woo-woo. This goddess is no longer clean. At this time, Aqua, the idiot goddess, came out to interject. However, no one paid attention to her. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. Powerful. Too powerful. Konoha Dance King, at Universe Overlord Boros, you are very strong, I lose to you with conviction. I, Uchiha Madara, would like to call you the strongest. Uncle Madara is not someone who can't afford to lose. In the ninja world, Madara also has someone he is convinced of, and that is his favorite Hashirama. Losing is losing, it's no big deal. At worst, he can fight again when he becomes stronger. Anyway, this is not the first time he has failed. With the golden finger of the chat group, is he still afraid that he can't become stronger? Madara has this mentality. Therefore, Madara is convinced of losing to Boros. During the battle, Madara clearly felt that Boros did not use his full strength. He estimated that Boros was even stronger than he had just shown. Unfortunately, he didn't have the opportunity to see it. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, Uchiha Madara, you are also very strong, you deserve my recognition. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, your strength is also top enough in our universe, don't be disappointed, it's normal for you to lose to me, because I have never met an opponent so far. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, Uchiha Madara, I admire you very much, climb hard, I will wait for you at the end of the mountain. Boros was in a good mood at the moment, and he was happy to show off in the group. He now likes this chat group. He and Uchiha Madara have a feeling of knowing each other without fighting. Boros admires the strong. And Madara is strong enough, even comparable to his three subordinates. So, he recognized Uchiha Madara. He felt that Uchiha Madara was really to his taste. Like himself, he was one of the top people in this world. He was also crazy enough. Boros liked this kind of crazy and strong men. Konoha Dance King, I am honored to be recognized by you. Konoha Dance King, but I, Uchiha Madara, will not stop here. Wait, I will make you dance next time. Madara also felt that he and Boros had a feeling of meeting too late. Because he also likes strong people. And now, the powerful Boros conquered him. At this moment, Boros is second only to his favorite Hashirama in Madara's heart. Damn. I was defeated by that guy in seconds. I want to become stronger. Next time I must knock that guy down. In the Naruto world, the old and weak Madara leaned on the outer path demon statue with a cane and said angrily. It is one thing for him to admire Boros, and it is another to be angry. How could Madara, the king of Konoha, not be angry when Boros beat him in front of the group members? After seeing the terrifying strength of Boros, Madara once again had the idea of becoming stronger. His thoughts at this moment also changed with the battle with Boros. If his dream before was infinite Tsukuyomi, which would bring permanent peace to the ninja world. Then now. Infinite Tsukuyomi? What a bullshit infinite Tsukuyomi. He, Uchiha Madara, wants to become stronger. He wants to absorb all the tailed beasts and become the legendary six-path sage. Then knock that damn Boros down. That's right, Madara admires Boros very much. But while he admires him, he also wants to kill Boros. Try every means to kill the other party. This is the appreciation between the strong. Konoha Dance King, at Universe Overlord Boros, I lost. These are the points I have earned by signing in since I joined the group. You are eligible to receive them. Ding. Group member Konoha Dance King sent a points red envelope to group member Universe Overlord Boros. Universe Overlord Boros, ? Universe Overlord Boros, Uchiha Madara, what is this? After Boros received the red envelope, he looked at the 300 points displayed in his mind and couldn't help but feel a little confused. Konoha Dance King, this is points, which is equivalent to the universal currency in the chat group and can be used to improve strength. Daqin Zulong, Mr. Madara is right. All new group members can go and check the group announcement. There are explanations in the group announcement. Yotani Genzi, that's right. Boss Boros, points are very useful, equivalent to being omnipotent. Yotani Genzi, last time I used 100 points to strengthen my physique, some weak evil spirits dared not approach me. Daqin Zulong, ha ha ha, it should be that Genzi's blood and chi have become stronger. Those weak ghosts and monsters were hurt by your young energy, so they dare not approach you. In order to live forever, His Majesty Zulong raised many alchemists in his own world. Therefore, he can also make some sense of some supernatural things. And His Majesty Zulong was right about Yotani Jianzi. Since Yotani Jianzi's physique was strengthened, her blood and yang energy have also become stronger. Some weak evil spirits naturally cannot get close to her. However, Yingjing forgot one thing. That is, the strong yang energy will dispel weak evil spirits while also attracting strong evil spirits. Even the god of Yotsuya Miko's world. Yotsuya Miko has not discovered this point yet. Chapter 14 Bai Ye, who the hell do you think you are to talk to me like that? Boros, the Overlord of Universe, I see. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, it seems that the roll of this score is quite good. Boros just went to check the group announcement and roughly understood the roll of scores. The points signed in by the chat group. According to the group description, it is equivalent to the universal currency in the chat group. However, there are still few functions in the chat group. Points can only be used to strengthen yourself and improve your strength. As for the future, maybe the chat group will be updated to unlock more functions. Although points can only be used to improve strength now, this is enough to defy the sky. You know, being able to improve strength means that members of the chat group will not encounter bottlenecks during the upgrade process. As long as you have enough points, every group member can become a strong person through strengthening and upgrading. Even mortals like Yingjing and Yotsuya Miko can become powerful extraordinary people, or even immortal gods. Daqin Zulong, new group members, it seems that none of you signed in today. Remember to sign in. Daqin Zulong, although the points obtained by signing in are small, they add up to a lot. Yingjing reminded Bai Ye, Boros and other 3 group members who just joined the group today. Of course, he was not kind. He just wanted to make them familiar. His Majesty Zulong now realized that none of the 3 new group members who just joined the group today were simple guys. Each of them was a powerful transcendent. Yingjing looked at Bai Ye's ID. Gods of Destruction, the gods in charge of destruction. This transcendent called Bai Ye is very likely to be an extremely powerful god. Although Bai Ye did not take action many times. But His Majesty Zulong always had a hunch. That is, Bai Ye is absolutely terrifyingly strong. Universe Overlord Boros, sign in. I know, thank you for the reminder from a mortal. Ding. Group member Universe Overlord Boros signed in successfully. Obtained points *100. Universe Overlord Boros, why are the points earned by signing into this chat group so few? Universe Overlord Boros, only 100 points, who are you trying to fool? In the one-punch world, Boros on the spaceship couldn't help but frown. He felt that this chat group was too stingy. After learning about the points, Boros just checked the points he needed to strengthen his body. To strengthen one of his arms, at least 50,000 points are needed. And strengthening the whole body once is not to be mentioned. At least 300,000 points are needed. Boros can understand that the amount of points required is so huge, after all, his strength is so strong. But Boros still thinks that this chat group system is really stingy. Daqin Zulong, boss Boros is already very lucky. When I first joined the group, I only got 5 points for my first sign-in. Yotani Miko, yes. I also signed in with 5 points at that time, and even my daily sign-in never exceeded 10 points. Yotani Miko, if I had boss Boros's 100 points, I could strengthen my body again now. Universe Overlord Boros, I am different from you mortals. I need at least 300,000 points to strengthen myself once. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. It seems that the gap between you and me is really big, Boros. From the points required to strengthen the body, Madara also roughly knew the gap between himself and Boros. Probably more than 10 times. The points required for Boros to strengthen his body are 300,000. And Mr. Madara's is 20,000. In other words, the difference between the two in terms of physical strength alone is dozens of times. Of course, this number may not be accurate. Because the combat effectiveness on the battlefield cannot be measured by multiples alone. Universe Overlord Boros, I ask you, are there any other ways to get points in this chat group? Daqin Zulong, this. Although I am an old member of the group, I am not very clear. Daqin Zulong, because the chat group currently has only these functions, there should be no other means of getting points except daily sign-in. Yotani Miko, that's right, Boros, if you want to get more points, I'm afraid you have to wait until the chat group system is updated. Universe Overlord Boros, forget it, I'm already invincible in my own world, so I'm not in a hurry. Universe Overlord Boros, before that, I still want to fight that guy called Gods of Destruction. Universe Overlord Boros, at Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, hey, are you ready? It takes so long to deal with an idiot woman. Universe Overlord Boros, come out and fight with me, please me, it's your honor. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, question mark. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, who are you? You dare to talk to me like that? Universe Overlord Boros, question mark. Boros in the One-Punch world was so angry when he saw this. Daqin Zulong, the two big guys are confronting each other. Yotani Miko, frog fun. The two big guys are going to fight. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. Interesting. So interesting. Konoha Dance King, two newcomers today, Uchiha Madara, like you very much. Konoha Dance King, I knew that you and I are the same kind of people. Konoha Dance King, as a strongman, it is fun to fight each other. Ha ha ha. Since joining the group, Grandpa Madara has never been as happy as today. Before, whether it was Ingzheng or Yotani Miko. Although they were all respectful to him, they were all mortals. It was really boring and there was no common topic. For example, when Madara talked about his infinite moon reading plan, Ingzheng's first reaction was to think it was ridiculous, and then he tactfully dissuaded him, saying that Madara was so powerful, why didn't he become an emperor like himself and rule the ninja world? Yotani Miko didn't know anything, and just wanted Uchiha Madara to help him solve his yin-yang eyes problem. To be honest, Madara thought they were boring, and they didn't understand themselves, and didn't understand their supreme and great ideals. And now, the two newcomers who came today, whether it was Boros or the guy called Gods of Destruction. They all fit Madara's taste. He likes this kind of crazy and strong people. Because Uchiha Madara himself is. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, you are even crazier than that guy called Uchiha Madara. Boros, the Overlord of Universe, but I like people like you who are so arrogant, because it feels so good to step on a guy like you. Ha ha ha. Aqua, the super beautiful, fight. That guy called Pineapple, come and save me. Aqua, the super beautiful, as long as you can beat up this abominable B********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** This is your honor. Boros, the overlord of universe, at super beautiful, Aqua, you idiot. Shut up. Bai Ye, the gods of destruction, idiot. King of Konoha, idiot. Daqin Zulong, idiot. Yotani Miko, +1. Aqua, the super beautiful, woo-woo. You all bully me. Aqua, the idiot goddess, cried loudly. Bai Ye in the energy shield was very disgusted. Chapter 15 Aqua, Bai Ye, you have to be responsible for me. Bai Ye carefully checked the energy shield. Finally, it was confirmed. This idiot goddess really didn't. Soon, the purple energy shield slowly dissipated. Aqua covered her skirt tightly with both hands, and her beautiful and lovely face was full of red. Her big blue eyes were red, and she stared at Bai Ye with shame and anger. It was as if she had suffered a great injustice. Well, she was indeed greatly wronged. Because it was the first time that a man treated her like this. Bai Ye crossed his arms, and his black and red eyes were full of indifference and laziness, as if nothing had happened just now. He didn't care about Aqua's emotions at all, because he was such an unscrupulous person. What's more, Bai Ye just wanted to explore a rumor in his previous life. This is to explore the truth. The truth is innocent. Bai Ye didn't think he was guilty. If you want to blame someone, you can only blame this idiot goddess for being too stupid. She actually forgot that she was a projection. She also forgot that she could withdraw her projection at any time. So much so that Bai Ye really succeeded in exploring the truth. Bai Ye. Aqua covered her blue skirt, her pretty face flushed, and walked to Bai Ye in shame and anger. Bai Ye glanced at her and took a few steps back. He felt that because of this guy's arrival, the air was full of idiotic breath. Aqua didn't care anymore. With her IQ, she forgot that she was a projection. Bai Ye, you be *********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** You have to be responsible for this goddess. Aqua said with shame and anger, looking at Bai Ye with hatred in her beautiful eyes. Although her IQ is low, she is still a girl after all. Therefore, after Bai Ye successfully explored the truth, the first thing she thought of was not revenge, but to make Bai Ye responsible. Of course, the main reason was that he was too handsome. If Bai Ye was an ugly guy, she would have done a sacred exorcism. Responsible? What are you kidding, Universe? It's just a glance, it's no big deal. Bai Ye said indifferently. Although this idiot goddess has a good figure and looks, she can only be used as a gun mount. Responsible? What responsibility? That's impossible. This idiot goddess has such a low IQ, who knows if it will be transmitted to me. If you need to take responsibility for just one look, then Bai Ye's current women can form a football team. Bai Ye. UB ******** D. Do you want to cheat? You not only looked, you also touched. You have to be responsible for this goddess. Aqua said relentlessly and indignantly. She looked at Bai Ye's cold and handsome face, and the more she looked, the more she felt that Bai Ye should be held responsible. Come on, come on. It's just a casual touch, no big deal. Bai Ye said nonchalantly. This is not reality. It's just a virtual projection. There is no feeling in the projection, can it be taken seriously? Bai Ye just explored another truth. That's all. What's more, even if he touched it in reality, what does it matter? Bai Ye is the gods of destruction. Whether he is responsible or not depends on his mood. Bai Ye. UB ******** D. Pervert. Woo woo woo. Aqua was extremely sad. Looking at the indifferent Bai Ye, she suddenly felt that she had been greatly wronged. So she burst into tears. It was okay for this idiot goddess to cry. While crying, she hugged Bai Ye's thighs, and her snot and tears all rubbed on Bai Ye's legs. Bai Ye suddenly felt sick. He frowned slightly, slowly raised an index finger, and gently touched the forehead of this idiot goddess. Then, in the confused eyes of this idiot goddess, her body suddenly turned into tiny purple molecules and disappeared in the arena. This idiot goddess is too annoying. All Worlds Chat Group. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, huh? Why did I suddenly disappear? After the projection on the arena died, Aqua in the Suching world finally reacted. The self in the arena just now was just a clone of a thought, not the real self. However, even if it is not a real person, she was still seen by Bai Ye. Thinking of this, Aqua was immediately ashamed and angry, and cursed Bai Ye in the group chat. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, at Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, you be ******* D. Pervert. Pervert. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, you have to be responsible for this goddess. You be ******* D. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot, shut up. Daqin Zulong, I am very curious, what happened between Bai Ye and the goddess just now? Jing was very respectful to Bai Ye, using honorifics, respectfully calling Bai Ye God. After all, the power emanating from Bai Ye was really a bit too scary. Bai Ye's temperament was even more terrifying than that of an emperor in a high position. It was really like a high and inviolable god. However, after seeing Aqua coming out of the energy shield, he kept scolding Bai Ye. For a while, His Majesty Zulong also had some thoughts of eating melons. Yotani Miko, it's better for Zulong boss not to know. Daqin Zulong, oh. What do you mean? Yotani Miko, anyway, it's not a good thing. Yotani Miko can naturally guess what's going on in the energy shield. But she still chose not to say it, for fear of accidentally offending Bai Ye. Of course, if she knew that Bai Ye didn't care about these things, I don't know what she would think. Universe Overlord Boros, at Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, you finally came out. Universe Overlord Boros, come. Fight with me. Please me as much as you can. Ha 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 ha. As a battle maniac, Boros was too lazy to eat melons. When he saw Bai Ye finally came out of the energy shield, he immediately jumped from the other end of the arena to Bai Ye's front. Although Boros can't fly, But his jumping explosive power can jump from the earth to the moon. Therefore, for Boros, a distance of only tens of thousands of meters is just a jump. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. I'm watching your fight too. Both of you, please fight to your heart's content. Mr. Madara was too lazy to eat the gossip about Bai Ye and the idiot goddess. He just wanted to know who was stronger between Bai Ye and Boros. Who is the strongest person in this chat group? As Boros appeared in front of Bai Ye. For a moment. In the chat group, everyone's eyes fell on Bai Ye and Boros. Even Aqua, who was crying just now, was staring at the projection of Bai Ye on the virtual arena. Chapter 16, Ingzheng, my life is like walking on thin ice. Go. Bai Ye. Come and attack me. I can see that you are a strong man. In the arena, Boros's one eye stared at Bai Ye tightly, his face full of fighting enthusiasm. When he was observing Bai Ye just now, he wanted to find a flaw in Bai Ye. However, for some reason, Bai Ye in front of him just stood there, giving him a feeling of invincibility. This feeling made Boros extremely excited, and he wanted to fight with Bai Ye immediately. Boros, and even everyone in the chat group, looked at Bai Ye. In the end, under the gaze of all the group members, Bai Ye crossed his arms and slowly said, "You are the first person who dares to talk to me like this." He looked at Boros, his black and red eyes full of indifference. As if looking at an ant. Although I don't know what confidence you have to challenge me, it's very interesting. Bai Ye's mouth corners slightly raised, grinning. Because it's interesting, I can be merciful and give you a chance to challenge me. Cherish this opportunity. Ant. Because you have a chance to challenge a supreme gods of destruction. Ant. You should feel honored. Supreme honor. Ha 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 ha. Bai Ye's face was full of joyful smiles, laughing wildly, like a villain. At this moment, Bai Ye's true nature was finally revealed. Uchiha Madara was right. Bai Ye is essentially the same as them, all of them are extremely arrogant and arrogant. In fact, Bai Ye is more arrogant and arrogant than Uchiha Madara and Boros in some aspects. Daqin Zulong, hiss. Daqin Zulong, Bai Ye God is so arrogant. Ingzheng understands Bai Ye's arrogance, but also does not understand it. Although His Majesty Zulong is also arrogant and calls himself the first emperor, he will not call himself a supreme god like Bai Ye. Yotani Miko, wow. Master Bai Ye is so handsome and confident. Yotani Miko, keep going, Master Bai Ye. Yotani Miko snuggled in the bed, looking at Bai Ye in her mind, and couldn't help but be infatuated with him. She felt that Bai Ye in this rampant state was also extremely handsome. Konoha Dance King, gods of destruction Bai Ye. My Uchiha Madara was right about you. Konoha Dance King, kill that guy. Give us a wonderful fight. Ha 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 ha. In the Naruto world, Madara looked at Bai Ye and liked him more and more. Just don't know how strong that guy is. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha. B asterisk 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 D Bai Ye. This goddess will remember you. You wait for this goddess. Aqua is still sulking about what happened just now. Yotani Miko, by the way, goddess, haven't you signed in yet? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, sign in. What is sign in? Daqin Zulong, it seems that the goddess newcomer still hasn't read the information in the group announcement. The so-called sign in is. Ingzheng kindly told Aqua about the sign in and points again. Although Aqua didn't quite understand. But she roughly knew that signing in can get points, and points are a good thing. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, this goddess understands, mortal, thank you for your explanation. Ding. Group member Super invincible beauty, Aqua signed in successfully. Get points asterisk 0.5. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, Only 0.5 points. How is it possible? How can this goddess luck be so bad? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, this chat group system must be broken. Daqin Zulong. Yotani Miko. Chat group system. Yotani Miko, ahem, goddess, is there a possibility that there is nothing wrong with the group system, but your luck is too bad? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, impossible. Absolutely impossible. Daqin Zulong, Miss Jianzi, what you said, goddess is a god after all, how could her luck be so bad? There must be something wrong with the group system. Yingjing was talking nonsense against his conscience. It has to be said that he really wanted to make progress. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha ha ha. That's right, this goddess also thinks so, there must be something wrong with this group system. Group system, 6. Ding. Group member Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua sent a red envelope to Daqin Zulong. Aqua thought that Yingjing, a mortal, was quite good. He had been patiently explaining to himself since he joined the group. And he also spoke for himself. So, Aqua, who was happy in her heart, sent a red envelope to Yingjing. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, there are 3 bottles of holy water that can prolong life. This goddess rewards you. Mortal, feel honored. Yingjing heard this and quickly received the red envelope. His Majesty Zulong has been in the group chat for so long, and finally got what he wanted. Yingjing felt that it was really not easy for him. Yotani Miko, wow. The goddess is so generous. She gave out red envelopes as soon as she entered the group. Konoha Dance King, humph, it's just a mere extension of life, I don't care. Konoha Dance King, when my plan succeeds, I have plenty of life. In the ninja world where Grandpa Madara is, there is the technique of impure world reincarnation. It can be said that the resurrection match can be played casually. Lifespan is not a big deal. Grandpa Madara doesn't care about these at all. Daqin Zulong, thank you for the red envelope from the goddess, but I wonder if these 3 bottles of holy water are your bath water. In the Qin dynasty, Yingjing looked at the 3 bottles of water the size of Coke bottles on his desk. He just looked at them quietly and didn't drink them in a hurry. Yingjing knew the IQ of this idiot goddess. Although he now believes that Aqua is a god in a certain world. But Aqua's IQ is really worrying. Yingjing is really afraid that Aqua will send her bath water as the holy water to prolong her life. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, stupid mortal, what do you mean? Do you dislike the bath water of this goddess? Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, this goddess bath water, even if you want to drink it, this goddess won't give it to you. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, this goddess bath water is for her loyal believers. You are a small mortal, don't be delusional. Aqua thinks that Yingjing, a mortal, is too greedy. He even wants to drink her bath water. Really greedy human. Daqin Zulong, huh? Daqin Zulong, I thank the goddess for her generosity. In the Qin world, Yingjing looked at the holy water on the table and was relieved. It's good if it's not bath water, it's good if it's not bath water. Yingjing muttered to himself, his eyes full of excitement. I have been walking on thin ice all my life, and finally I have taken the first step towards immortality. Yingjing picked up a bottle of holy water on the table and drank it all. In an instant, he felt that all the fatigue in his body was swept away. Even the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes disappeared, and some minor ailments caused by long-term labor also disappeared. Yingjing felt that his body was full of strength, and his lifespan really increased. Daqin Zulong, the holy water is real. My lifespan has really increased. Daqin Zulong, goddess, I am grateful. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, it's nothing, I am a god, just a few bottles of holy water, it's nothing, this kind of low-level holy water, I have plenty of it. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, mortals, as long as you believe in me, I can give each of you a few bottles. Yotani Miko, really? Chapter 17, 1 million points group task. The strongest chat group battle. Hearing that as long as you believe, you can get a red envelope. Yotani Miko immediately knelt down and licked. Yotani Miko, me. Goddess, I am willing to believe in you. Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua, ha 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 ha. Good. This goddess will give you a red envelope now. Ding. Group member Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua sent a red envelope to Yotani Miko. Although Aqua is a little silly, she is also generous and really sent a red envelope to Yotani Miko. Seeing the world, Yotani Miko immediately got out of the quilt and chose to receive it. Accompanied by a dazzling golden light flashing. 3 bottles of holy water as big as Coke bottles instantly appeared in Yotani Miko's hands. Wow. It's really holy water. Goddess is so generous. Yotsuya Miko was very excited and drank a bottle immediately. Buzz. A light flashed, and Yotsuya Miko suddenly felt that her body had changed. Her strength became a little stronger, her spirit became better, and her skin became more tender. And Yotsuya Miko secretly glanced at the powerful evil spirit in her room. She seemed to attract evil spirits more. Woo woo woo. Fake water. Did she drink fake water? How come there is such a big evil spirit in the room? Goddess boss. You hurt me. Yotsuya Miko cried, but she couldn't say in the group that she drank fake water. What if she offended the goddess boss? And Zulong boss said that he drank real holy water. She was a little newbie, even if she said in the group that she drank fake holy water. No one would believe it, right? Woo woo woo. Thinking of this, Yotsuya Miko wanted to cry but had no tears, so she could only bury her little head in the quilt. Pretend not to see the evil spirit in the room. Chat group arena. Boros and Bai Ye confronted each other. Bai Ye and Boros naturally knew everything that happened in the chat group. But neither of them cared. Bai Ye didn't care about that godly water. As for lifespan, since he succeeded gods of destruction, his lifespan has been measured in billions. As long as the universe doesn't explode, he won't die. What Bai Ye is thinking about now is how to have some fun in this world. Otherwise, this long life is too boring. Let's do it. Bai Ye put one hand behind his back and hooked his finger at Boros in front of him. Tisk. I know you are a strong man, but you will regret it. Boros said disdainfully and took a fighting stance. You arrogant guy. I will make you pay for your self-righteousness. Only I am the strongest in this chat group. Boros sneered, tensed all his muscles, and immediately prepared to attack. But at this moment, a ding sound came, and the chat group's prompt sound immediately interrupted the battle between the two. Ding. Activity reached, group task function enabled. Group tasks, the chat group system will release group tasks from time to time. All group members can participate. Completing group tasks will earn points. Ding. The first group task is being released. Group task, the strongest battle in the chat group. All group members are requested to duel in the arena to find the strongest person in the chat group. Task reward, 1 million points. The voice of the chat group system appeared in everyone's mind. Daqin Zulong, group task. The chat group system has been updated. Daqin Zulong, group task worth 1 million points. Hiss hiss hiss. I have to say that I am very tempted, but unfortunately I don't have that strength. Ing Zhang's eyes turned red when he saw the 1 million points. If he could get these 1 million points, he would definitely become an extraordinary person like Uchiha Madara. Even becoming an immortal is possible. His Majesty Zulong was extremely envious, but it was a pity that the protagonist of this task was obviously not him. Yotsuya Miko, wow. 1 million points. I am not seeing wrong. Yotsuya Miko was eager. If she could get these 1 million points of group points, how great it would be. If she had 1 million points, what evil spirits would she need to fear? She herself could become an evil spirit. Konoha Dance King, 1 million points reward, this is in line with the identity of the strongest. Konoha Dance King, it's a pity that I lost, otherwise, I can still fight for these 1 million points. Uchiha Madara was also very tempted, but he was also very open-minded. Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua, humph. It's just a group task, this goddess doesn't care. Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua, this goddess is the goddess of water, I don't need any points. Yotsuya Miko, wow. It's not fair, why is there only a group task for the strongest battle, but no group task for the weakest battle? Miko cried, she felt that this chat group system was too unfair. If there was a group task for the weakest battle, she would definitely be able to take the lead. Unfair. It's really too unfair. Dragon Ball World. Under Whisa's contact, the young and beautiful Bulma drove a luxurious flying car to the restaurant. Her sister Marin also came with her. Bulma is now 28 years old, older than Bai Ye. But because she is dressed very fashionably, Bulma looks like an 18-year-old girl. On the one hand, it is because of Bai Ye's nourishment. On the other hand, Bulma often asks Earth Shenron to make her a few years younger. As for how Bulma finds the Dragon Ball, in fact, she never looked for it at all. She just needs to act coquettishly to Bai Ye, and then let Bai Ye stomp on the earth, and the Dragon Balls on the earth will automatically gather. There is no need to summon, Earth Shenron will run out by himself, and then respectfully ask, Bai Ye, what is your wish? Well, seeing Bai Ye, Earth Shenron stuttered. Finding the Dragon Ball has become simple, and Bulma's mind is all used on how to circle Bai Ye. It can be said that she has tried her best. No matter what Bai Ye asks, Bulma will satisfy it, such as working overtime with Marin. For example, working overtime with Wanjie. Or all of them stay together to work overtime. Known, there are 4 people in total, and at least 2 people are required to work overtime. Question: how many permutations are there in total? Bai Ye. Marin, who is more plump than her sister, followed Bulma into the restaurant. When she saw Bai Ye, she immediately ran over with a delicate voice. Unlike Bulma's short hair, Marin has long blue hair and beautiful blue eyes. She wore a bright red low-cut suspender skirt with a green military jacket on the outside. Under her slender thighs were a pair of white socks and sneakers. Every finger was painted with red nail polish, and she was dressed very delicately. Bai Ye, I miss you, Marin said delicately. With a flying pounce, she threw herself directly into Bai Ye's arms. Chapter 18: The Strongest Battle. Boros vs. Bai Ye. At this time, Bai Ye's consciousness was still in the chat group, but he could do 2 things at once. And the virtual battle in the chat group did not affect reality. Therefore, when Bulma and Marin came over, Bai Ye saw them. It was just that he was too lazy to get up to greet them. Bai Ye, why didn't you tell us that you came to Earth? Marin rubbed Bai Ye's chest with her little head, and said coquettishly. She was much younger than Bulma, and was only about 19 years old now. However, because she was nourished by Bai Ye, her figure was more plump than Bulma, with a sexy curve. Marin looked a bit similar to Bulma. Turn off the lights, sometimes you can't tell them apart. Whis and I are just here for a meal, and we will leave soon. Bai Ye glanced at the little girl and said lightly. Huh. Bad Bai Ye, every time you come to Earth, you only care about eating. You don't even want to eat me. Marin hugged Bai Ye's arm and said coquettishly. I know. Bai Ye shrugged indifferently. The little girl was clingy. Last time, she tried her best to get Bai Ye to go shopping with her. Bai Ye was happy to be served at that time, so he agreed to her request. Later, he met a few street thugs who came to provoke him, and Bai Ye almost destroyed the entire West City. It was only after Bulma summoned the Earth Shenron that the West City was repaired. Oh, Miss Marin, Lord Bai Ye actually comes to Earth to eat every day, but he just didn't tell you. Whis on the side said with a smile, revealing the fact that Bai Ye often came to Earth. This made Marin in Bai Ye's arms a little angry. She kept nestling in Bai Ye's arms and acting like a spoiled child, asking Bai Ye to coax her. Bai Ye just said a few indifferent love words, and then glared at Whis next to him. This guy always has this kind of bad taste. Oh, Whis didn't care, covering his mouth and laughing elegantly. Whis. Bulma walked over and greeted Whis with a smile. Just like the original, she and Whis became good friends. At the same time, Bulma also learned about Whis's identity from Bai Ye. Bulma was shocked when she learned that Whis, who looked gentle and elegant, was actually Bai Ye's master. She really didn't expect that Whis's strength would be stronger than Bai Ye. Bulma knew Bai Ye's identity as gods of destruction. But Marin and Wanjie, as well as Son Goku and other Z fighters didn't know. Because Bulma didn't say it. Although Bai Ye didn't get involved in the original plot of the Dragon Ball world, Bulma was hooked up by him. Bulma's relationship with Son Goku and others is very weak. They can only be said to be ordinary friends. Therefore, Bai Ye and Bulma have been hooking up for so long, and until today, they have not met Son Goku and others. The main reason is that Son Goku and his friends are too weak. Bai Ye has no interest in them now, and they can't bring him any fun. Bulma, go and settle the bill just now. Bai Ye put one hand around the delicate Marin and said to Bulma lightly. Okay. Bulma held her forehead, feeling helpless. I knew that you guys, every time you call me over, it's not because you miss me, but to let me settle the bill for you. Bulma said helplessly. What can she do with such a gods of destruction boyfriend? She can only spoil him. After being with Bai Ye for so many years, Bulma has also thought it through. Anyway, as long as she can stay young and beautiful, Bai Ye will not leave her. After Bulma went to pay the bill, Marin nestled in Bai Ye's arms, scooped up a spoonful of ice cream with a spoon, took a bite for herself, Bai Ye took a bite, and started a sweet feeding play. Let Whis next to him eat a mouthful of dog food. Of course, little Angel would not care about these. He will only tease Bai Ye after returning to the gods of destruction world. Well, little Angel is actually quite vengeful. Chat group. The activities in the real world did not affect Bai Ye's projection in the arena at all. The arena at this time. Bai Ye put his hands behind his back and looked at Boros indifferently. Bai Ye wore a black martial arts uniform, with a slight smile on his lips, and looked even more evil than Black Goku. You can make a move now. If you don't make a move, you will never have another chance in your life. Bai Ye said indifferently, with confidence in his eyes that ignored everything. TSK. Arrogant guy. I will make you regret it. Since you don't choose to make a move, I will take this 1,000,000 points. Boros roared, and his muscles suddenly tightened, and a terrifying air wave suddenly gushed out of his body. Like an erupting active volcano. Swish. A violent sound of breaking through the air suddenly sounded. Boom. The floor was broken, and because it could not bear Boros's power, the entire arena with a radius of 10,000 meters was collapsing. For a moment, the mountains collapsed and the ground within a radius of tens of thousands of meters was shaking. The strength that Boros showed now was even more terrifying than when he fought with Uchiha Madara just now. Bang. Almost in an instant, Boros's fist had hit Bai Ye's eyes. Boom. A terrifying air wave erupted. It was a lonely fight. Afterimage. Seeing his fist hit the air, Boros instantly realized that his fist had hit nothing. Ha ha ha. You are really strong. It was the first time that Boros encountered a strongman of this level, and he was so excited that he was almost crazy. Boom. Another punch. The terrifying fist wind burst out, and a towering mountain behind Bai Ye collapsed and destroyed. The overwhelming rubble flew, and everyone in the chat group was shocked. They really didn't expect that the real strength displayed by Boros would be so terrifying. Of course, what made them feel more terrified was Bai Ye. Because Boros's terrifying attack was all in vain. Bai Ye just stood there without moving. The speed of the two fighting was too fast, whether it was Ingzheng, Yotani Miko, or Aqua and Madara, they couldn't see clearly. But what they all saw was that every time Boros's fist hit Bai Ye's face, it was always Bai Ye's afterimage that hit. It was as if Bai Ye just stood there and turned his head slightly, and the speed was so fast that even the naked eye couldn't see it, forming an afterimage that no one could see, and then easily avoided Boros' attack. This speed is too terrifying. Is this the real power of God? Horrible. Invincible. Powerful. Invincible. Chapter 19. A mere ant dares to challenge the glory of God. In the chat group at this time. Silence. Except for the idiot goddess Aqua who would interrupt from time to time. No one in the group chat spoke. They were all concentrating on watching the battle in the arena. They had never seen a battle of this level. They couldn't help holding their breath, fearing that they would miss any details. The Qin dynasty world. Ingzheng's face was extremely stern, and his eyes were fixed on the void. He seemed to be looking at the wall, but in fact he was watching the battle in his mind. God. This is the power of God. This kind of power is what I pursue. I must live forever. I must become such a terrifying strongman. I must become stronger. Ingzheng's face was full of fanaticism, staring at Bai Ye on the field. He must live forever and become a god like Bai Ye, no matter what the cost. The visible world. Yotani Miko huddled in the quilt, her cute and delicate face flushed with excitement. Handsome. So handsome. Master Bai Ye is so handsome. Ah. Her legs were tightly clamped around the blanket, and her body was shaking constantly. After all, Jianzi was just a little girl, and she was obsessed with him. The world of Suqing. Heaven. At this time, Aqua had not been dragged into the water by that Sakura otaku. She held her chin with both hands, sat on her throne, and looked at the battle in her mind with a bit of an infatuation. Humph. You bad guy, you're only a little bit handsome. But it's great to be handsome and strong. B************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************่****่*****่****่****่**่**่**่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่*่̀ responsible for me. Thinking of what happened in the energy shield, Aqua felt extremely ashamed and angry, and her cute face turned red. Just because she didn't. She was. Damn it. She will wear it every day in the future. Never give that B************ a chance again. The world of Naruto. Grandpa Madara also stared at the battle in his mind. Interesting. This is the battle between the strong. Boros. Bai Ye. I, Uchiha Madara, recognize you. Ha ha ha. Mada laughed crazily. Then he accidentally broke the sacred tree tube behind him, and was immediately frightened and flustered. Watching the battle between Bai Ye and Boros, he almost forgot that he was still in his twilight years. Damn it. When will my plan succeed? Looking at his weak body, Madara was extremely depressed. Arena. Swish. Swish. Boom boom boom. Boros didn't know how many punches he had thrown at Bai Ye. At least thousands, and possibly tens of thousands. However, even if all the mountains behind Bai Ye and everything within tens of thousands of meters were collapsed by him, he still couldn't hit Bai Ye with a single punch. Not even a single punch. Afterimage. Afterimage. Afterimage again. What he hit was nothing but afterimages and afterimages. Bai Ye's strange speed almost broke Boros's mind. However, what broke Boros's mind even more was yet to come. Bai Ye, with his hands behind his back, suddenly grinned. Swish. Boom. Boros, who was still attacking fiercely just now, suddenly shrank his eyes, and his whole body flew backwards like a cannonball. He rolled on the ground for hundreds of meters before stopping. This is not over yet. The next second. Swish. With a sound of breaking through the air, Bai Ye's figure disappeared in an instant and suddenly appeared in front of Boros. Bang. Bai Ye kicked again, and Boros was embedded in the mountain. Bai Ye's body was suspended in the air, his mouth slightly raised, and his cold face was full of a happy smile. A mere ant. You dare to challenge the glory of God. Chat group of 10,000 worlds. Yotani Miko, Master Bai Ye is so handsome. Yotani Miko, Master Bai Ye. I want to be crazy for you, and bang my head against the wall for you. Yotani Miko doesn't want to become a fangirl, but she really has no choice. Facing Bai Ye's face, any girl would be crazy for him. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, humph. UB******************* D. I admit that he is a little bit handsome. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, but what if he is handsome? You can be irresponsible just because you are handsome. B*************** D. Daqin Zulong, Daqin Zulong, although I don't know what happened between the goddess and the White Knight god, I still want to remind you. Daqin Zulong, at Yotani Miko, Miko, I know that the White Knight god has an extraordinary appearance, but this is a chat group, you should pay attention to the impact. The words of His Majesty Zulong are still very tactful. Direct translation is, this is a chat group, don't go crazy here. Yotani Miko. Yotani Miko, woo-woo. Sorry everyone, I forgot that this is a group chat, and I accidentally said what I thought in my mind, woo-woo. Yotani Miko's face was flushed, she felt that she had died in the chat group. She actually said such a crazy thing. Woo-woo. This world is finally destroyed. Seeing Z lying on the bed with tears in her eyes turned into dead fish eyes. Fortunately, Bai Ye was busy fighting and didn't see it, otherwise she would be so ashamed to death. Konoha Dance King, at Universe Overlord Boros, hey, Boros, is this all you can do? Konoha Dance King, if this is all you can do, you don't deserve the recognition of Uchiha Madara. Universe Overlord Boros, *******. Who do you think I am? I am the Universe Overlord. Universe Overlord Boros, I haven't shown my true strength yet. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. This is the strongman I recognize. Konoha Dance King, stand up, Boros. Kill that arrogant guy. Universe Overlord Boros, at Konoha Dance King, you be ************ D is just talking nonsense. Universe Overlord Boros, you don't even know what opponent I am facing now. This guy is so strong. In the arena, Boros was beaten while replying to Uchiha Madara's message. Boom. Accompanied by a terrifying impact, Boros's body slammed to the ground like a meteorite. A huge meteorite crater was blasted out on the ground. Ant, is this all you can do? If this is all you have, you can't bring me any fun. Bai Ye stepped on the void, his black and red eyes looked down at the deep pit below indifferently. Hole. I'm not an ant. Chapter 20 Gods of Destruction is like this. Hole. I'm not an ant. Being humiliated and beaten by Bai Ye, Boros was extremely angry. Bang. His body suddenly jumped out of the crater. Crack. Crack. The orange armor on his body gradually broke, revealing his blue and strong body. At this moment, his whole body was surrounded by terrible arcs. The terrifying energy breath continued to gush out of his body. This is his energy dissolution form. In this form, he can recover quickly even if he is fatally injured. In addition, in this form, he also has the terrifying power to knock people to the earth. Damn guy. I admit that you are strong. But next is the real battle. Boros glared at Bai Ye, and his whole body was surrounded by a terrifying glow. You guys, feel honored. You are the first one to see my energy dissolution form. Bang. After Boros finished speaking, he roared, and a terrifying wave of air surged, and the overwhelming energy tide instantly swept the entire battlefield. Almost everything within a radius of tens of thousands of meters was crushed to pieces. Chat group. Great Daqin Zulong, hiss. So terrifying. Great Daqin Zulong, boss Boros actually has a new state. In other words, he didn't play his full strength just now. His Majesty Zulong was shocked. He felt that Boros just now was enough to destroy the Daqin world he was in. Unexpectedly, Boros has not yet played his true strength. Yotani Miko, boss Zulong, it seems like this. Yotani Miko, boss Boros looks so strong, I don't know if boss Bai Ye can resist it. Seeing such a terrible Boros, Yotani Miko was a little worried. To be honest, she has become a fan of Bai Ye. Still hope that in this strongest battle, Bai Ye can win. Don't ask, just ask for beauty. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha. That's just like that, a mere pineapple, this goddess doesn't even take it seriously. The mentally retarded goddess still has no self-awareness. She still thinks that she, the beautiful, gentle and generous goddess of water, is the strongest. Daqin Zulong, can the goddess beat him? Yotani Miko, it seems that she can't beat him. Just now, the goddess was defeated by Bai Ye in the first second, and Boros has been on the field for so long. Yotani Miko, so compared like this, it feels that Boros is stronger. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, that was an accident. This goddess just didn't show her true strength just now, this goddess is super strong. Aqua is still stubborn. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, besides, you mortals, you don't know how terrible Bai Ye is. Daqin Zulong, how terrible. Zheng is very curious. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, very scary, very scary. Scarier than scary. Daqin Zulong. Yotani Miko. Well, with the IQ of the mentally retarded goddess, it is hard to explain. Zheng and Yotani Miko obviously overestimated the IQ of this idiot goddess. Konoha Dance King, that guy Boros actually has such a terrifying strength. Konoha Dance King, ha ha ha. This battle is really getting more and more interesting. Konoha Dance King, at Universe Overlord Boros, hey, you guy, give some strength, don't be killed by the gods of destruction. Madara still stood on the side of Boros. Because for some reason, he always felt that Bai Ye was more like a villain than him. Madara still sympathized with Boros. Maybe this is the group of weak people. Arena. Boros has no time to reply to Uchiha Madara's message. Because even now he has entered the energy dissolution form. But for some reason, he still can't see the depth of Bai Ye in front of him. It's as if the Bai Ye standing in front of him is not a person, but a high god. Indifferent. Powerful. Invincible. Invincible. This feeling, this terrified feeling, makes Boros extremely angry. Standing in front of Bai Ye, he is like a weak person, an ant so weak that it is almost invisible. Challenging the glory of God. Damn it. This guy, there is no flaw at all. Don't look down on me. B******************* D. I am the overlord of the universe. Boom. The angry Boros roared, and the terrifying energy wave gushed out, and instantly punched Bai Ye. The overlord of the universe Boros went up. Bang. In less than a millisecond. The overlord of the universe Boros was killed in seconds. Accompanied by a bang. Boros hadn't even seen how Bai Ye attacked. His body flew backwards like a kite with a broken string. It didn't stop until it rolled on the ground for thousands of meters. And the next second, with a swish, in the shocked and even horrified eyes of all the spectators, Bai Ye, with his hands behind his back, appeared in front of Boros in an instant. Bang. He kicked Boros in the head. It was like kicking a football. Before Boros could react, his body flew backwards again. Bang. One kick. Bang. 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 One kick after another. Others were fighting, but Bai Ye was like playing football. In the end, Bai Ye got tired of playing and kicked the bruised Boros into the air. Then he flashed in the air and kicked Boros hard, smashing Boros, who was 10,000 meters high, down like a meteorite. Bang. The terrifying 10,000-meter high crater appeared instantly. The battle was over. The smoke and dust dissipated. When the chat crowd could finally see, I saw. Boros knelt on the ground with his legs, supporting the floor with his hands, and his terrified one-eyed eyes were full of powerlessness and dullness. It seemed that he had suffered a great blow. Bai Ye crossed his arms and slowly walked to Boros, stepped on his head with one foot, and a happy smile appeared on his evil and handsome face. This was Beerus' classic head-stomping kill. Yes, after hanging out with Beerus for a long time, Bai Ye also learned this move. Although it is useless, it can be used to show off. The biggest function is to humiliate the opponent, which is also one of Bai Ye's interests. At this moment, the target of this head-stomping kill has changed from the Tragedy Tower in Dragon Ball Super to Boros. And Beerus has also become Bai Ye. Gods of Destruction is like this. Gods of Destruction only needs to be responsible for destruction, while others have to consider more things. Chapter 21, Boros, I'm sorry that I didn't succeed in satisfying you. Chat group. Everyone was shocked, even horrified. Yotsuya Jianzi, wow 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 wow. Yotsuya Jianzi, boss Bai Ye. You are so strong and handsome ah. Yotsuya Jianzi, boss Bai Ye. I am your fan ah. Daqin Zulong, the one above, this is a chat group, please pay attention to the impact. Yotsuya Jianzi, sorry, I forgot that this is a chat group again woo woo. Jianzi accidentally went crazy in the group and died again. Daqin Zulong, to be honest, boss Bai Ye's strength is really terrifying. Daqin Zulong, is this the real god? This terrifying power is really unbelievable. In the Qin dynasty world, Yingzheng admired Bai Ye's strength. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, at all members, did you see that guy is the husband of this goddess? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, the strength of this goddess husband is so strong. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, with such a powerful husband, this goddess can walk sideways in the heaven in the future. Ha 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 ha. Yotani Miko. Daqin Zulong, Jiazi, what does the goddess mean by husband? Yotani Miko, it means husband and husband. Daqin Zulong. Uchiha Madara. Daqin Zulong, goddess, I would like to ask, when did Bai Ye become your husband? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, he looked at me, so he must be responsible for this goddess. Aqua thinks it is reasonable. Daqin Zulong, is it true? Did Bai Ye really look at you? Yingzheng was a little skeptical. After all, he had seen the IQ of this idiot goddess. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, of course, this goddess never lies. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha ha ha. I didn't expect that this goddess would have such a powerful husband just after joining the chat group. This goddess made a fortune, ha ha ha. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, at Daqin Zulong, at Yotani Miko, at Universe Overlord Boros, at Konoha Dance King, remember to call me goddess when you see me in the future, otherwise I will ask my husband to beat you up. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha ha ha. So cool. So cool, ha ha ha. Aqua showed her idiotic nature, but she really felt that she made a fortune. She actually found such a super handsome and super invincible husband in the chat group. Who said her luck was bad? Next time, let her husband slap them hard. Her luck is so good that it's explosive, okay. Daqin Zulong. Konoha Dance King. Jing and Madara were speechless. How could such a mentally retarded goddess come to their group chat? The goddess is a real goddess, and the idiot is also a real idiot. As for what this idiot said, Bai Ye is her husband. Jing and Grandpa Madara think it still needs to be studied. Yotani Miko, woo-woo. Impossible. Absolutely impossible, how could Bai Ye have a wife, woo-woo? Yotani Miko, I don't believe it, woo-woo. See the world. Seeing Aqua say Bai Ye is her husband, Miko is about to break. How could Bai Ye have a wife? How could he have a wife? She just started chasing stars, and her dream was shattered. She doesn't want it, woo-woo. At this time. Arena. Boros's one eye is full of lifelessness and his expression is dull. His face is full of disbelief. He has obviously been beaten by Bai Ye and his heart has collapsed. Do you know? Bai Ye crossed his arms and stepped on Boros' head, with an evil smile on his lips. You were just like them back then, waving your fists, but you didn't even touch a hair of mine. Your so-called strongest is just a joke to me. Bai Ye looked down at Boros and laughed contemptuously. Boros supported himself on the ground with both hands, his face full of fear and collapse. He raised his head with some difficulty and asked Bai Ye, You are called gods of destruction, right? Bai Ye nodded, his eyes full of superiority and indifference. Lord gods of destruction, may I ask if I have satisfied you? Boros asked expectantly. No. Bai Ye retracted his foot and replied lightly. Your strength made me not even use 1/1000th of my strength. Boros's expression became more collapsed when he heard this. Lord gods of destruction, I'm sorry that I didn't succeed in satisfying you. Boros muttered to himself, his expression on his face was extremely lost. His heart collapsed and he lay back on the ground powerlessly. His figure slowly dissipated. He was a projection in the group chat arena. But the projection had already manifested his 100% strength. However, even so, he was not Bai Ye's opponent. Even, as Bai Ye said, he did not even use 1/1000th of Bai Ye's strength. Therefore, Boros, who was known as the Overlord of the Universe, finally saw how big the world was at this moment. He finally understood what kind of existence the so-called gods of destruction was. Just as Bai Ye gave him the feeling. Powerful. Invincible. High above. And invincible. Boring. Seeing Boros's projection disappear, Bai Ye couldn't help shaking his head. The fun that was finally found was gone. However, fortunately, this chat group still exists. There should be no lack of fun in the days to come. Chat group, the world. This is the real fun. Bai Ye raised his head and laughed, and then his projected body slowly dissipated. At the same time, in the chat group, a system notification sounded. Ding. The chat group's strongest competition is over. Ding. Congratulations to group member Gods of Destruction Bai Ye for winning the title of the strongest in the chat group and receiving a reward of *1 million points. Points have been distributed, please check your personal balance. Chapter 22 Tongzi, have you finished the resurrection match? One Punch World. In the Universe spaceship. Boros, who was sitting high on the throne, suddenly fell from his seat. He knelt on the ground with his legs, put his hands on the ground, and gasped heavily. His forehead was covered with cold sweat. Powerful. Too powerful. That guy is simply invincible. How could such a powerful person exist in this world? No, he is not a human, but a god. The legendary god. Recalling the battle just now, Boros' face was full of fear, and even his body was shaking uncontrollably. The restraining device on his body broke because of fear and excitement. No one knew what kind of opponent he was facing just now. No one knew the overwhelming sense of powerlessness he had just felt. When facing Bai Ye, Boros felt that no matter what he did, he could not touch a hair of Bai Ye. Bai Ye was like a mountain standing on the top of Universe, and he was the ant looking up at the mountain. Humble ant. This terrifying feeling of powerlessness. This incomparable feeling of collapse. Makes Boros extremely excited while afraid. Even to the extreme. Because he has dominated the universe for a long time in the one-punch world, he finally found a stronger opponent. That opponent is still an invincible god. Lord Boros, why did you suddenly wake up? Boros's movement just now alarmed his subordinates. 3 weird guys hurried over and helped Boros, who was bowing on the ground. Lord Boros, why is there so much cold sweat on your forehead? Marizagardo asked. He is an alien with 5 heads, and also one of the 3 top fighters of the Universe Dark Matter Pirates. Each of this guy's heads has its own consciousness and can split out and act alone, and can control the body's cells to undergo various changes. I met a strongman. An invincible strongman. Boros stood up and said lightly. In front of his subordinates, he returned to his previous look as the overlord of the universe. Strong. But Lord Boros, haven't you been in the spaceship all day? Gloribas asked with some doubts. He is also one of the 3 top fighters of the Universe Dark Matter Pirates. You are all my most trusted subordinates about this matter, so it's okay to know. Boros glanced at a few people, and then explained the chat group to his 3 subordinates. There is no rule that the chat group cannot be leaked. Therefore, Boros did not hide it from his subordinates. After all, Boros trusts them all. Of course, another aspect is Boros's confidence in his own strength. Even if he can't beat Bai Ye, can he beat the people in this universe? When they learned that there are other worlds in the universe, and there are stronger people than Boros in other worlds, the 3 top fighters of the Dark Matter Pirates were extremely shocked. They really didn't expect that there would be such a wonderful thing in the universe. That guy is very strong, even terrifyingly strong. I fought with him and was defeated. He said he was gods of destruction, a high god. I didn't let him have fun in the process of fighting with him, and I feel very sorry for that. Boros said with regret. God. It turns out that the legendary god actually exists. This is really unbelievable. Hearing Boros' words, the 3 cadres were shocked. They knew Boros's strength very well. However, they didn't expect that such a powerful Boros would be so vulnerable in front of that god. I lost. But so what? I found the goal to become stronger. That god, I will catch up with him sooner or later. Boros clenched his fist and came out of the collapse of his Tau heart. Who is the truth, Bai Ye's unparalleled terrifying strength? He really admired her so much. He, Boros, also wanted to become such a strong man. Lord Boros, do we still need to go to Earth now? Asked Goryuganshup next to him. He looked even stranger than the other 2 cadres, like a glowing blue tentacle man. But this guy was very powerful and was the first telekinetic user in the universe. His telekinesis was so strong that it was even enough to affect gravity and stop the black hole. Go. Why not? I still want to go to Earth to find the person the fortune teller said. Boros said. After the battle with Bai Ye, his heart was more or less hit. Therefore, Boros wanted to go to Earth to find those weak creatures to abuse and find his Tau heart. Dragon Ball World. Bai Ye had left the restaurant and came to Bulma's big villa. As for Whis, that guy had returned to the Gods of Destruction world. Bai Ye originally wanted to go back with him. But he couldn't stand Bulma's pleading. Bai Ye could only agree to stay on Earth for a few days. 1,000,000 points. Haha, interesting. Bai Ye lazily lay on the sofa, and heard the group chat notification sound in his mind, and couldn't help but smile. Bai Ye, what's wrong with you? I just talked to you and you ignored me. Marin lay in Bai Ye's arms and said coquettishly. When she faced Bai Ye, she was always acting coquettishly. Therefore, she was the one who got the most nourishment from Bai Ye. You are really clingy. Bai Ye pinched Marin's little face. Bai Ye, I like you, Marin said in an unclear tone. Help me massage my back. Bai Ye was too lazy to flirt with the little girl. He took off his shirt and lay on the sofa to let Marin massage him. And his consciousness returned to the chat group again, and he signed in casually. Ding. Group member Gods of Destruction Bai Ye signed in successfully. Get points *1000. Bai Ye took a quick look at the group announcement. Found the current Wanjie Chat group. The group functions are still quite limited. Live broadcast, red envelopes, videos, points, group tasks, arena. These are probably the functions. When Bai Ye first joined the group, he thought there were treasures in this chat group that could make him stronger. But now it seems that it is just that. With my current combat power, strengthening a finger actually requires 100 million points. Boring, useless. Bai Ye couldn't help shaking his head, thinking that the point strengthening and upgrading function of this chat group was just that. Unless he can get tens of billions, hundreds of billions, or even trillions of points. Otherwise, this group chat can't make him stronger at all. Bai Ye couldn't help but miss the previous system, but unfortunately the system has already ascended to heaven. Just when Bai Ye had this thought, the next second, a ding sound came in Bai Ye's mind. Master, stop missing me, use up your points to wake me up. Bai Ye. No, Tongzi, have you finished the resurrection match? Bai Ye asked in confusion, surprised in his mind. Small system. Chapter 23, The Myriad Realms Sign-In System, Permanent 10,000-fold points card. Master, this system is not dead at all. This system just ran out of energy, so it fell into a deep sleep. This system is not dead yet. Master, do you really want me to die? The depressed voice of the small system came in Bai Ye's mind. Well, 10 years have passed, and you haven't made any movement. I thought you had ascended to heaven a long time ago. Bai Ye answered in his mind. Master, you never asked, okay. As long as you ask, this system can occasionally answer some of your questions. Over the years, Master, you have either destroyed planets or eaten, slept, and picked up girls, and you don't care about this system at all. The small system said angrily. Bai Ye. Bai Ye was speechless. He always felt that the small system was a bit like a jealous little girl. He didn't know if it was his illusion. Could it be that his small system has always been a system girl? People and systems. It seems that it is not impossible. Bai Ye's heart suddenly felt a little strange. In any case, Bai Ye was very happy that the small system successfully won the resurrection match. Because he now has 2 golden fingers. Who would complain that he has too many golden fingers? Master, you haven't thought about me all these years. Master, do you not want me anymore after you have a new golden finger? The angry voice of the small system came again. This time Bai Ye heard it clearly, it was a female voice. How could it be, Tongzi, I think about you all the time. This chat group is just an accident, only you are my true love, Tongzi. Bai Ye said very affectionately. Humph. Since you said so, this system will reluctantly forgive you. Tongzi, you are a little arrogant. Now arrogant people are all playing the role of losers. Bai Ye couldn't help complaining in his heart. Master, use the points of the chat group to wake up this system quickly. This system finally woke up. This chat group's points can be used in this way. Bai Ye asked, Tongzi, how many points do you need? All. Okay. Bai Ye heard this and used all his points on the small system without hesitation. After all, it was Tongzi who accompanied him through time. What else could Bai Ye do? He could only pamper her. Master, I love you so much. Moi. The excited voice of the small system sounded in Bai Ye's mind. Bai Ye heard it, it was a lowly voice. Then, a sexy queen voice sounded in Bai Ye's mind again. Ding. The Wanjie sign-in system is at your service, Master. A hint of surprise flashed in Bai Ye's eyes. It was not until he heard this prompt that Bai Ye confirmed that his Tongzi had indeed won the resurrection match. Wanjie sign-in system. This is the name of Bai Ye's system. When he traveled to the Dragon Ball world, the small system signed him in and gave him a perfect super bloodline. It was also because of this sign-in reward that made Bai Ye change from a blue star to a scion, or a legendary scion. Afterwards, relying on this perfect super bloodline, Bai Ye sat on the throne of gods of destruction in the 7th universe. Sit on me. In the Dragon Ball world, Bai Ye turned over and let Marin, who was massaging him, sit on him. Marin rolled her eyes. Tongzi, open my panel. Bai Ye said in his heart. After the small system fell into a deep sleep, Bai Ye's personal panel was also closed due to insufficient energy. Until today, Bai Ye was finally able to view his attribute panel again. Ding! Dear Master, your panel has been opened. Host, Bai Ye, unique. Race, Perfect Legend Scion, unique. Normal combat power, 1 Jing. Extreme combat power, 8Z, 5 forms with 800 million times increase, 100 times for Super 1, 20 times for Super 2, 20 times for Super 3, 100 times for Super 4, 200 times for Super 5. Energy, Destructive Power, Legendary Scion Energy. Skills, Ultra Instinct, Perfect, Enhanced version of Instant Transmission, Destructive Energy. Warehouse, none. Points, 0. Number of sign-ins, 0, you can sign in once in each world. Comprehensive Strength Evaluation, above Gods of Destruction, below Angel. Although Bai Ye did not have a system panel before, he still knew his own strength. Probably. Below Angel, he is invincible. Above Angel, 1 for 1. Well, 1 for 1 is not possible for the time being. After all, Angel is too buggy. Even more buggy than the strongest gods of destruction. As gods of destruction, Bai Ye only mastered 1 rule power. Angel, on the other hand, mastered multiple ones. The gap between the two can be imagined. Bai Ye closed the panel and asked, Tongzi, I helped you win the resurrection match, don't you have any expression? Ding. The master's request is reasonable. Congratulations, master. You have obtained an extra sign-in opportunity. Bai Ye was stunned when he heard this. He was just asking casually. I didn't expect this little system to be so tactful. Bai Ye liked such a tactful little system. Thinking of this, Bai Ye did not hesitate, but directly said sign in his heart. Ding. Sign into Dragon Ball World is successful. Congratulations to the host for getting a permanent 10,000 X points card. Permanent 10,000 X points card can be used in group tasks of the chat group. After use, the task rewards will be automatically settled 10,000 times. 10,000 X points card. Can you get 10,000 X points in group tasks? And it's permanent. Not bad. After checking the function of the 10,000 X points card, Bai Ye was quite satisfied with this sign-in reward. After all, the points rewarded by the group task are too few. Not enough for Bai Ye to strengthen a hair. Now I signed in with this 10,000 X points card. It also made Bai Ye a little interested in the group tasks of this chat group. In short, Bai Ye found fun again. But Tongzi, tell me the truth, are you rewarding me with this 10,000 X points card to make me take advantage of this chat group system? Bai Ye suddenly thought a little strangely. No wonder Bai Ye thought so, it was really a coincidence that this points card came. And it's permanent. This little system obviously wants Bai Ye to fleece the chat group system to death. Master, this system is not that kind of system. The little system's lowly voice came again. This system is a good one. Okay, Tongzi, I believe you. Bai Ye did not comment. Chapter 24 His Majesty Zulong wants to make progress again. In the following days, Bai Ye stayed on Earth. Every day, he either worked overtime with Bulma or Marin. He even stayed up late to work overtime with the two of them. At the end of the overtime, Lan Chi also came. If it were someone else, they would probably not be able to hold on. But Bai Ye would only say, you came at the right time. In the end, Bai Ye calculated the permutations and combinations for several days. He also saw many yoga postures. It can only be said that the physique is strong, but it is willful. The chat group of the 10,000 worlds. Gods of Destruction. Bai Ye enters the group chat. Okay. Since Bai Ye won the title of the strongest in the chat group in the arena last time. Now, every time Bai Ye enters the group chat, there will be a gorgeous special effect. It's similar to the Penguin Super VIP in the previous life. So, as soon as Bai Ye came in, he blew out a bunch of diving guys. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, Husband. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, Husband. You are finally here, this goddess misses you so much. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, ? What kind of tricks is this idiot goddess doing again? Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, Husband, they don't believe you are my husband, you should explain it to them. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, ? Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, when did I become your husband? Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, last time, when we were in the arena, you were my husband. Hearing this, Bai Ye understood. I didn't expect that he was regarded as the husband of this idiot goddess just because he explored the truth. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, get out of my way, you mentally retarded goddess, don't come to tarnish my IQ. It is impossible to be the husband of this idiot goddess. It is impossible in this life. This dumb goddess can only be a gun mount at most. As for my wife, forget it. Bai Ye is afraid that his IQ will be infected. Super beautiful. Aqua, no, no. Bai Ye, you have seen me. You have to be responsible for this goddess. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, go away, you don't even want to throw yourself at me, you're only fit to be a gun mount. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, don't even want to throw yourself at me. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, A****. Bai Ye, how dare you despise this goddess? Ah. Bai Ye, you disgusting stinky A****. This goddess will remember you. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, chopping. Daqin Zulong, ha ha ha, cough. Sorry, I lost my composure. Yotani Miko, pukichi ha ha ha. Yotani Miko, goddess, where's your husband? Where's your husband? Daqin Zulong, I was just saying, how could a god like Bai Ye? Yotani Miko, wow. Bai Ye, I'm so happy to hear you say that Goddess Aqua is not your wife. Miko, who had been depressed for a long time, is full of energy again. Konoha Dance King, Bai Ye God, you are finally online. Konoha Dance King, I have watched the video of your battle with Boros countless times, but I still can't see your speed clearly. During this period, I don't know how many times Madara watched the video of the battle between Bai Ye and Boros. However, even he, the Konoha Dance King, couldn't see how Bai Ye avoided all the attacks of Boros. Therefore, Mr. Ban's desire for power became more urgent. His plan also accelerated. After seeing the wider universe, Uchiha Madara could no longer tolerate this weak life. Konoha Dance King, god of Byakuya, you are very powerful. I, Uchiha Madara, would like to call you the strongest. Mr. Madara sincerely admires Byakuya. Because Byakuya is too strong. So strong that it is impossible to look directly at him. Universe Overlord Boros, Lord Gods of Destruction, you are finally here. Universe Overlord Boros, I, Universe Overlord Boros, also recognize that you are the strongest. Universe Overlord Boros, I hope that in the next battle, I can successfully please you. Boros was almost beaten to a mental breakdown by Byakuya in the last battle. It was not until he took a few days to recover and abused several subordinates. It was not until Boros finally regained his confidence as the overlord of the universe. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, boring. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, I have no interest in the strongest recognized by you ants. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, I just hope you can find some fun for me. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, as long as you can make me have some fun, it doesn't matter if you ants become gods. Yotani Miko, wow. Big brother Bai Ye is so handsome. I like you so much. Super Invincible Beauty. Aqua, at Yotani Miko, hey, stupid human, don't go crazy here. He is the husband of this goddess. Daqin Zulong. Konoha Dance King. Universe Overlord. Different from Yotani Miko and Aqua's reactions. Seeing Bai Ye's words. Zheng, Uchiha Madara, and Boros in the chat group couldn't help but widen their eyes and were extremely excited. In the Qin dynasty world, Zheng's tiger body shook, and the brush in his hand that was handling official business fell to the ground. What? Lord Gods of Destruction can make me a god. What are you waiting for? Start licking. Great Qin Zulong, ahem. Lord Bai Ye, to be honest, you may not know my identity yet. Great Qin Zulong, I am the ruler of a country, and I am best at having fun. Great Qin Zulong, my Qin country has plenty of fun. As long as Lord Bai Ye comes, I will definitely treat Lord Bai Ye with good wine and beautiful women, so that Lord Bai Ye can have fun, even if it's a night of revelry. His Majesty Zulong was the first to start licking. What emperor, what dignity? Is it important to become a god? The emperor is just an emperor in the world, as long as he can become a god. Dignity is something I don't want. I have to say that His Majesty Zulong wants to improve too much. King of Konoha Dance, Lord Bai Ye, when it comes to fun, we have plenty in the ninja world. King of Konoha Dance, as long as Lord Bai Ye comes to our world, I believe those guys in our world will be able to please you successfully. Mr. Madara was the second one to start licking. Everyone in the chat group has witnessed Bai Ye's unparalleled strength. Therefore, when he heard about the good thing of becoming a god, Mr. Madara would not miss it. Universe Overlord Boros, Lord Bai Ye, I am much stronger than those ants. Universe Overlord Boros, if I can become a god, I will definitely help Lord Bai Ye find more fun. Boros is not to be outdone. No way. The temptation of becoming a god is too great for everyone in the chat group. If he can really become a god, let them be Bai Ye's licking dogs. Zheng, Uchiha Madara, and others are all very open-minded. Chapter 25 Aqua, what? This goddess was dragged down by a mortal. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, you guys are really interesting. I'm starting to like you. Bai Ye finds the Dragon Ball world interesting. The guys in the chat group are really tactful. And he likes such tactful people. Therefore, Bai Ye, who finds it interesting, decides to make things more interesting. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, since you guys are so interesting, I can tell you some interesting things. Daqin Zulong, interesting things. Daqin Zulong, Master Bai Ye, what interesting things are you? Konoha Dance King, I want to know too. Universe Overlord Boros, listen to Master Bai Ye. As long as Master Bai Ye can make me stronger, I am willing to do anything. Yotani Miko, +1/+1. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, damn Bai Ye. This goddess doesn't want to know what interesting things are. This goddess wants you to be responsible for me. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, idiot. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, with your IQ, it's no wonder that you will be dragged down by a otaku from Sakura country in the future. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua. Yotani Miko. Daqin Zulong. Konoha Dance King. Universe Overlord Boros, Master Bai Ye, what do you mean? I don't quite understand. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, I might as well tell you that I know some things about your world and some of your future. Gods of Destruction Bai Ye, for example, that idiot goddess will be dragged down by a mortal and soon, and then lose most of her divine power and it will be difficult for her to return to heaven. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua. Super Invincible Beauty, Aqua, impossible, absolutely impossible. This goddess is so smart, how could she be dragged down by a mortal? This goddess will never believe it, Bai Ye, you must be lying to me. Yotani Miko, huh? Bai Ye means that the goddess will be deceived by a mortal in the future. Yotani Miko, what? Does Bai Ye mean that the goddess will be deceived by a mortal in the future? Taniko, Frog Fun. Is this true? Can gods be plotted against by mortals? Super Beautiful, Aqua, fake. It must be fake. This goddess is so smart, how could she be plotted against by a mere mortal? Daqin Zulong, Daqin Zulong, I think it's possible, but I didn't expect that the goddess is actually a god. Daqin Zulong, I thought. Forget it, I won't say more, I'm afraid it will affect unity. His Majesty Zulong is Bai Ye's loyal dragon, so he naturally believes in Bai Ye's words. Bai Ye is such a powerful god, there is no reason for him to lie to them. What's more, with Aqua's IQ, it is normal for Ingjing to think that she was plotted against by mortals. His Majesty Zulong even thinks that if there is a chance to trick this idiot goddess into the Qin world, he can trick this idiot goddess out of her pants. Universe Overlord Boros, no. Lord Bai Ye, is this idiot really a goddess? Why do I feel that this thing is so weak? Boros was shocked. Is there such a weak god in the world? He thought that all gods were as powerful as Bai Ye. Moreover, this goddess is too stupid, no wonder she was calculated by a mortal ant. Konoha Dance King, I think so too. Such a weak guy is actually a god. It's an insult to God. Konoha Dance King, and as a god, he was actually calculated by a mortal ant. How shameful. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, hey, hey, hey. You bastards. Do you really think that this goddess can't understand that you are scolding me? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, at gods of destruction Bai Ye, woo-woo. Husband, I was wrong, can you please explain it to me? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, at gods of destruction Bai Ye, husband, say something. Is it okay for this goddess to be wrong? Super invincible beauty, Aqua, this goddess is willing to be your gun stand, husband, please tell me why I was deceived. Gods of destruction Bai Ye, idiot, you still have some self-awareness. Gods of destruction Bai Ye, this matter is very simple. You are responsible for the soul of that mortal ant after his death. You gave him 3 choices, namely, going to heaven, losing his memory and being reborn as a baby, and reincarnating into another world. In order to lure him to another world, you promised that he could take any item with him. In the end, you were taken to another world as a item. Bai Ye briefly described the future of this idiot goddess. For no other reason. Just simply thought it would be fun. Yes, he is such a gods of destruction who puts fun first. As for the indifference of gods of destruction, Bai Ye can be indifferent or not. The premise is whether you can bring him fun. Just like Bai Ye said. As long as you can bring him fun, it doesn't matter if you become a god. Of course, the so-called godhood is not to become gods of destruction. Under gods of destruction, there are countless low-level and medium-level gods, but they are not shown in the original book. Gods of destruction Bai Ye, so, the reason why you were dragged into this is not because of anything else, but simply because you are stupid. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, ha. Daqin Zulong, 666. Konoha Dance King, 666. Konoha Dance King, there are actually such stupid gods. Konoha Dance King, at super invincible beauty, Aqua, I, Uchiha Madara, have an infinite moon reading plan worth a ninja world. Give me a few treasures that can heal the body, and I can work with you to conspire for the great cause of the ninja world. Daqin Zulong, at super invincible beauty, Aqua, goddess boss, I am the ruler of a country. Give me a bottle of immortal water, and I can make the whole Daqin believe in you. Universe Overlord Boros, at super invincible beauty, Aqua, idiot goddess, since Lord Bai Ye said you are stupid, I am too lazy to make excuses. Anyway, just give me some useful things. Boros, the overlord of universe, forget it, you are too weak, and the things in your world are useless to me. You might as well give me all the points from signing in and group tasks in the future. Anyway, you are so stupid that you can't use them. Yotani Miko, ahem, goddess, I will also, me some treasures that can drive away evil spirits. Shy.jpg. Everyone was stunned when they heard Bai Ye say that Aqua would be dragged into such an outrageous thing. They thought that this idiot goddess was really stupid. It was so pleasant to get along with such a gullible idiot. She can cheat as much as she wants, even her pants can be cheated out. Therefore, everyone in the chat group wanted to conspire with Aqua. Anyway, I, Qin Shihuang, will give you money and I will give you half of the country. Super invincible beauty, Aqua, no. Aqua was stunned. How could the script be like this?